Hello, everybody. Welcome on into NFL Fever 2002. We are in week number 10. After this video, we'll be halfway done with this this season / experiment. I'll probably do some tweaking before, or if I bring it back, maybe instead of 4 games, maybe like 2 or 3. I don't know. Welcome on in to today's action. We have 4 games for you, and we're going to focus on a couple of teams that we have not seen in a while. Thank God I wrote this list of teams down and how many times they have been on the in the series so far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. Well, 7 actually. 7 teams that have only been on the show once. So we're going to focus on those teams today. A couple of them in today's action, I should say. But we have 4 hopefully good matchups. So we're going to start with the Bengals and the Jaguars. The Jaguars are the team here that has only been on in the series once. The Jaguars last seen in week number 4. The Bengals we've seen a couple of times, but we'll have them on the show today. Next up, we're going to the NFC Central. We have 2 NFC Central matchups happening today. Today we're going to take a look at the Buccaneers and the Lions, and both of these teams actually have only been on one time. The Lions in week 5, the Buccaneers, incidentally, week 5 as well. We'll move on down to the greatest rivalry in the National Football League, the most consistent rivalry. Actually, that's not true. The Bears led for a very long time. Whatever. Green Bay now leads the series. It's incredible. Unbelievable. Packers-Bears. We have seen the Packers twice previously in weeks 5 and 7. And we've also seen the Bears in week 5 as well. But we have still not seen the Packers at home. They've all been on the road. They were at the Vikings. I think they were at like the Saints. Let's see. It was the Bucks. I apologize. It was Packers-Bucks, Packers-Vikings, and now we'll get the Packers and the Bears. And then last, but certainly not least, we have the Tennessee Titans, a team that we have not seen since week number 1, taking on the Ravens, who have been a more frequent visitor on this, including weeks 2 and 3, and then 9 and 10. So they either play in back-to-back weeks or they don't play at all. So there you have it. Feel free to skip around the video if there's a specific matchup you like, or whatever. Just enjoy whatever chunk of the video you want to enjoy, or stick around for the whole thing. This posts every single Tuesday right here on youtube.com/OnosaurusRex. Now you might be wondering, why are we doing this? Well, I ran a fantasy draft in this, so we're just going to watch football. So the teams are all goofed up. The players aren't playing for their regular teams, and it's a good time. We'll start here at the top with Bengals and Jaguars, and that will get us started here for game number 1. I got the water. It's full. These streams last about 3 hours long, so sit back, relax, grab a snack. My voice sounded really weird there. Grab a snack. I got a little water here, and we'll enjoy some football. Maybe not, because the Bengals are 1 and 7. I should probably take better note of that. That's okay, though. The Jaguars 5 and 3. I believe this is actually an AFC Central matchup, because that AFC Central is very weird because of how it used to be lined up, where there are 6 teams in the AFC Central. Like the Buccaneers are in the NFC Central, which is odd. The NFC West has literally 1 team on the West Coast. Very weird. Never really put that together, because it never mattered, honestly, when I was a little kid. But yeah. Thanks, Ron. The referee is at midfield with the captains for the coin toss. We're in Jacksonville to kick things off today. The schedule in this game for some reason is not correct. I don't know why. It's very annoying. We'll see if they get more accurate if this series continues. I do think we might drop the games down a little bit. Number of games, I should say. Cincinnati will put the ball in play. We'll have to see. The thing I like about the NFL Fever games, and I've talked about this throughout the season, it's just been like the game's run at a pretty consistent, like 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes. We get some games that sometimes have very long drives. It was I think it was like a Cowboys game that was really, really fast. Because both teams were playing efficient offense. So it's a reliable amount of time to go to sink into this game. I also maybe just need to move the day I film it on. I don't know. Taylor off to the left side. I believe Taylor actually played for Jacksonville. We have a couple of players that are like on the same team. Yeah, Fred Taylor was absolutely a Jacksonville Jaguar. We have Blake, Smith. Today, again, I tried to, after a nice 8-yard gain, we don't see those plays, the stretch plays, work all that well. That's one of the few times that it's actually been really effective for a team playing. Nice run there. Oh, and again, stretched into the outside. Nice spin move, and they're already in Bengals territory.
Enough for a first down. That play was tight.
So today, I was trying to get this set up, and I don't know why, but the Xbox, the original Xbox, is the most inconsistent console to get to work. I don't know what it is.
First down,
like the PS2 could be a little finicky every once in a while, but usually if you just hit like the reset button, it like works totally fine. The PS3 is the most obnoxious console for how I have to get it to work. This bomb down the field is caught. Touchdown, Jags. Rod Smith. Wow. Big bomb down the left side. That'll be a touchdown for the Jaguars. Super Bowl runner-up. Cincinnati not doing well in this game. But that's okay. There's always next year. Another draft.
Looks like the offense will kick the extra point.
Another opportunity.
The kick is on its way.
Yeah, the PlayStation 3, because it has like an encrypted HDMI, requires me to buy a separate piece of equipment that like you don't need for newer consoles, which is the way it was built. Was like, oh yeah, we don't want people like messing around with this. We have like a lot of technology, I guess. I don't know what the reasoning was, but I have to buy an HDMI splitter, so that's kind of annoying, but it works. It works consistently. All the newer consoles, we have Eddie George. God, what a waste. Poor Eddie George and Mike Allstott. Waycheck. It's like a pretty decent offense right there, and it's just getting wasted on a 1-7 Bengals team. All the newer consoles, obviously, totally fine. 360, all the Xboxes, the PS4 can be kind of annoying just because of a setting that I forget to fix. But that's easy to fix if you don't have OBS running. Oh, a nice little pitch out here to the left. Ran it back inside, which I think is a questionable decision. Thought if he kicked it out further left, he might have actually had more success. There was even the blocker ready at the next level. But, hey, I'm not a world-class running back, so that's fine. The Xbox, I don't know what it is. I don't understand why it's such a pain. It doesn't make sense. I recently had to buy a new one of the, basically it's an RCA to HDMI converter. And I had one for a couple years, and I'd used it pretty consistently, and it had always been good. Nice run, a beautiful run here by George. He's going to pull away from the pack. There is one man making an absolute... He's short. He didn't get the touchdown. Oh my goodness. The fastest man on the planet. Playing on the Jacksonville defense.
Just over 3 minutes left in this quarter. First and inches.
When I bought it, used it a bunch, worked well, kind of pooped out on me. It's like, okay, that's fine. I'd had it for multiple years. Not that big of a deal. Allstott couldn't get into the end zone. Bought a new one. And normally when you plug it in, it just says no signal if nothing's turned on. Couldn't even get it to register that. I had it plugged into like the side on my headphone base, which usually works fine because it draws power from the Xbox that's off or whatever. Normally that totally works. Wasn't bringing anything up. Changed the power supply. unplugged every cord that goes into that multiple times.
That's a touchdown.
There's a touchdown. That was a weird touchdown, but that'll work.
That scoring
That was
drive
so weird.
covered 65 yards.
All runs. So we have an explosive start to the game. Touchdown drives with big plays for each team. Just kept unplugging it, replugging it in, driving myself nuts, starting to worry that, like, okay, this thing's down for the count. I'm fucked here. I gotta try and figure out, what am I doing instead? Like, I don't know, because if I don't have this very small piece of equipment, I can't capture from a original Xbox or PS2 or anything. So I'm like futzing around with it, plug it into my computer, think, you know what? Screw it. I'll just restart my computer. And then it works. And I'm like, well, why? Why was that the linchpin in this plan? Why was that the fail point? I've talked about it before in this series where it's just like I can never tell exactly what the problem is or how it's going to be fixed with this specific system. And that was today's conundrum, which is weird because it was already piled on top of a couple of other conundrums that I wasn't sure how I was going to. It's a nice sack by Cincinnati. Good defense there. We got well, actually, let me back up. The last week, the weather has been very nice. It's been pretty mild and warm outside. A lot of the snow that's been hanging out since the winter has been melting, and it's been, like frosty and cold in the morning, but it's warmed up pretty nicely. Yesterday, it got very cold, and a snowstorm blew in and just dumped a ton of snow from like 4 p.m. yesterday to like, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 a.m. to this morning. It just wouldn't stop snowing. And so the last couple of times we've had actually quite a bit of trouble with the amount of snow that's piled up, and it led to power outages and led to internet outages and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh shoot, like, am I even going to be able to get this video up for today? Like, is that going to be a possibility? And I was like, well, I might as well just record it and just kind of see what happens. I didn't even know if we were going to have like power or anything. First down and 10. Nice conversion after the sack there for Jacksonville, by the way. Fakes the handoff. Nice find on the little out route.
The pass is complete to the fullback. He picked up 6
So
yards.
even then I was starting to wonder, like, okay, what do I do? How do I back this up? How do I get this? Pardon me. How do I get this set so that, like, there's still content going up tomorrow? Like, okay, I'll move this video and I'll do this and have to fix this like that. And it's like, oh, this is why it would be great to be, like, further ahead than I am. Taylor finding a nice gain off the right side.
Taylor always seems to make big plays at the right time.
Shoestring tackle stops him before a touchdown, but still a very nice run from Taylor. First quarter will come to an end with a 7-7 game. Thought that the Cincinnati Bengals would be able to get off the field, but they haven't. They have not been able to do that. I thought that sack on first down would really put Jacksonville in a hole. Instead, they made a nice second down play and a good third down conversion.
1st and 10, Jacksonville.
And we'll be in quarter number 2. So it's been a weird day content-wise. It's also the first week that we have no football, so I'm sure football fans are somehow confused, like they don't have other games that they could watch or anything else to do. It's very weird.
Brown is credited with the tackle.
I've always found that kind of odd. I mean, this was a really good season. It's a really good season. Season 102 or whatever it is. Pretty good for the NFL. Oh, floats the pass up. I hate the way the defense plays that. It's awful.
Covered 23 yards.
Now that's the kind of play people will be talking about tomorrow.
Bush made the tackle.
Bush.
First down, Jaguars.
Bush. Like the beer or whatever.
The defense has 6 DBs in the game. Man
So we're almost halfway through this season.
Blake drops.
Blake off his back foot. Somehow did not come up with that ball. I thought that was going to be a catch. That's a pretty consistent thing that we see in this game. The receiver running under where the ball is going. The defender playing too far back. Usually it leads to a completion for the offense. Obviously not in that scenario, but that's fine. Oh, I was going to say, there's a video that's coming out later this week where you'll hear me remark about how, like, oh, it's really raining outside. Sounds really nice on the windows or whatever. And I'm like, and it turns out that it actually wasn't rain. It was like hail or sleet, snow.
3rd down, Jaguars.
Now they could try something tricky, you know,
So
like
that's
a
good.
reverse or a flea flicker, but saying a prayer wouldn't hurt either.
3rd down and 8. Clock is moving here inside of 3.5 minutes of the half. I love this float pass out to the side. They're going to find just enough room for a touchdown.
Nice work by the receiver and quarterback. The play went for 15
I love
yards.
that play. That is fantastic. All kinds of room to run.
That scoring drive
And
covered
regardless, they were going to have
75
a
yards.
fresh set of downs. You don't really need a fresh set of downs when you have a touchdown, but
The offense lines up to kick the extra point. The kick's away. And it's
all of the
good.
kicks come out wobbly and like oblong. It's very weird.
Cincinnati is waiting for the kickoff. Conway gets his foot into the ball. Coleman starts upfield.
Oh, got a little room on that right side.
Was worth 28 yards.
It's going to be up
Tackled
past
by
the
Kelly.
40.
It's 1st down at the 42.
1st and 10.
Okay. Jaguars scored. Cincinnati responded. Jaguars scored again. Can Cincinnati respond again? No, they're going to get sacked on the first play of the drive. Much like we saw with the Jacksonville drive. Cincinnati getting that first down sack.
About 3 minutes left in this half. 2nd down, Bengals.
2nd and 14.
Floating it out. Ooh,
Wycheck
tip
failed to
and
make the catch.
Oh, man, come on. You got to catch
Dropped.
that ball. Now he's going to get it from the coach.
I guess it wasn't really tipped. It was just a nice defensive play, timing-wise there. Lucas Lee, the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals. Love to see him use his vegan
down,
powers
Bengals.
here. On 3rd down and 14.
It's 3rd down.
Fantastic field position being wasted here by Cincinnati. You might see why they are 1-7 here. Some flashes of greatness, but
Lucas drops.
a lack of consistency. That
He has
running
been
back,
taken down for a sack.
Mike Allstott, just whiffed a block there, and their quarterback paid the price. Shout out to that old Jaguars logo of the kitty going meow. So this will lead to a 4th and 22.
The Bengals are going to punt the ball away. It's a fake. Cincinnati did not get the first down, and they turn it over on
Wait,
down
they did
at the
what on
25.
4th and
Man, that
22?
was horrible effort by the offense.
1st down, Jaguars.
1st and 10.
They did what on 4th and 22?
Taylor was stopped after a short gain.
My God. Who thought that was going to work?
The officials have stepped in to give the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the first.
We're going to
half.
catch him off
Second
guard,
down,
and our punter is going to
Jaguars.
run for like 40 yards.
2nd and 8.
because he has to run like 8 yards just to even get to the line of scrimmage.
For the first down.
He's got to run 30 yards
And
to get a
it's
first
short.
down.
Third
A
and inches.
punter.
3rd and inches.
Defense can come up big here with a 3rd down stop, 3rd and inches. Drop back to pass. They rush 5. Instead, it's going to be a wide open receiver, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. We need to take the Bengals off the schedule. I need to just cross them off.
Awful on that play.
All game, baby, all game.
There's a reason we haven't seen them very often. We're here for Jacksonville, though. Give them a chance to shine.
1st and inches.
1st and inches.
I wonder if I read them.
For a receiver.
He got
Touchdown.
hit, spun, and threw that ball, and still it was a completion. That is a heat check throw.
Second touchdown today.
Oh, it's the
Smith.
Bucks and the Lions.
That scoring drive covered 20.
I was making sure that I didn't accidentally write down the Bears twice. I mean, I guess the Bengals have only been on they've only been shown twice. And you know what? Sometimes you're going to get a garbage game in the morning, you know? Sometimes that just kind of happens. Bucks-Lions coming up next. We'll go to the greatest rivalry in the NFL.
Ball in play. The kickoff is in the air.
It's just been so lopsided for so long in Green Bay's favor. Which I think shows more to like Chicago's ineptitude.
That return was worth 32
And of course, Green
yards.
Bay decided, you know what we're going to do is we're going to start 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks for just 30 years. It's been about 30 years.
It's 1st down at the 48.
They made up, what, 25 games in 25 years, something like that. Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre have just owned Chicago.
They're going to
Cincinnati with another fantastic starting field position. They fumble the ball. Oh, no.
Got the ball.
Not too many offenses.
Jacksonville. Oh, no.
1st down, Jaguars.
Usually those are more of like bang bang plays, but
1st and 10.
in this case, it was more so perfect timing by the Jacksonville defense to get that fumble. Free blitzer. It's a fumble the other way, but Jacksonville somehow.
The offense recovered the ball.
Who got the ball back? Oh, the lineman did. Okay. For some reason, I thought the quarterback got the ball back. Just laying on the ground, it like magnetized into his hands. I got it. I did it. Are you proud of me, Coach?
Down, Jaguars.
So the clock will run under 40 seconds to go. Thought maybe the Bengals could catch a break, but instead Jacksonville can just do no wrong. We have a penalty here. Most likely a false start. I pointed the right way.
Mere
In real
seconds
life,
remain
I don't.
in the
Well,
first half. 2nd down, Jaguars.
second down and 23 to go here.
It's a pass.
Whoops, out to the left side. Thought that might have been a pick. Ooh. Terrific positioning by the defender there.
Third down, Jaguars.
So under 30 seconds to go now. The penalty in the incompletion, stopping the clock, definitely favors Cincinnati here.
Taylor has
They'll
the
run.
ball.
See if we maybe see a
There's
timeout.
nothing there. He lost 3 yards.
I may be wrong.
Timeout?
But I don't think losing yardage was what the coaches had in mind when they called that play.
They had don't turn the ball over, maybe force them to use the
Fourth down,
timeout.
Jaguars.
Instead, we will see no such thing.
Jaguars have their punting unit
First
on
half
the
should
field.
run out here. It will be
The punt is in the air.
a 21-7 halftime lead. He got crushed immediately. Bad plan. That should do it. I hope.
That's it for the first half, with our score 21-7, Jacksonville.
We have a 14-point lead here in game number 1. I thought this was going to be a little bit more of a shootout. We had those first 3 possessions, exchange touchdowns.
The kickoff is in the air.
But a terrible decision by Cincinnati led to a pretty easy touchdown for Jacksonville.
The kickoff return covered 17 yards. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
One back set for the Bengals. Man in motion.
Pitch out to the left.
On the field.
I have a hold here.
Holding against the offense.
It's 1st down.
1st and 20.
1st and 20. So Cincinnati will set themselves very far back. Cincinnati has had great field position. I don't know why they did that.
He went down at the 18.
That was painful to look at. That's the kind of play that makes me glad I'm up here and not down there.
Second down, Bengals.
2nd and 21.
Cincinnati will go from the I formation. Man in motion. Millie catches the ball. That pass was good for a gain of 2 yards.
Ooh, 2 yards, huh?
Third down, Bengals.
All right, big third down here. Big long third down for Cincinnati.
Pay attention when I'm talking to you.
It's a pass.
No big float pass down the right side. Incomplete to everybody. Better play there by the defense. But just threw it a little too far out of the reach of the receiver. That'll lead to a punt for Cincinnati. 3:43 left in the third quarter. Shout out to Halo.
The kick is away.
This game, Week 10, took place November 18th, 2001. So the Xbox had been out for like 3 days.
11 yards.
Came out on November 15th, 2001. Everybody learning how great Halo was.
It's first
LAN
down
parties,
at the
still very
49.
popular.
1st and 10.
Blue 17.
Man in motion. Taylor gets the ball.
Taylor off the left side, has a lot of room.
Nice
Did a
pickup by
weird
the Jaguars.
animation there for no
play.
reason. Gave Cincinnati an opportunity to catch up to him and tackle him. 1st and 10 regardless.
First down, Jaguars.
Jaguars rushing attack looking really good. Probably the strongest rushing attack we have seen all season. The consistency of the runs, how the length of the runs have been great. Blew that man up. He's going to get to the goal line and a touchdown. Fred Taylor is averaging 9.3 yards a carry.
Is a strong runner.
First rushing touchdown.
And if you take out one carry and like a yard, because he ran in for that touchdown that was like really short, that average is going to be even better.
The kicker has come on for the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it's good.
Kick was good.
So 28-7
Jacksonville is ready for the kickoff.
as this third quarter moves along.
Conway kicks the ball. Dawson has the ball and starts upfield. That return was worth 22
the game got it. That would look like a really good return. But for whatever reason, it's just not programmed to hold the blocks that long.
The drive begins at the 33.
First and 10.
Shotgun formation. He's looking to throw. Dawson makes the catch.
I thought that maybe the defense would be able to drive on that.
The play covered 5 yards.
But instead, it's just a nice tackle. Second down, I believe.
Second down, Bengals.
Second down and 5.
Second and 5.
George.
Nice handoff up the middle. I don't know if they're going to give him the first down, but they won't. It'll be
And it's
close.
short. 3rd and inches.
Third and inches.
One finger was like a little weird looking. 3rd and inches.
The clock's been stopped.
I think we're going to get a false start. I believe it was just to the right of the center.
3rd and 6 for the Bengals.
The offense needs a big
Gotta
chunk to
back
move
him
the
up.
sticks
Oh,
here.
that's the
Now, they could
worst
try and run it,
time
but
to
I'm
get a
guessing
false
this is gonna
start.
be a pass.
3rd down. You were right there. Could be a drive-killing penalty. He's going to try and run to the right. Instead, actually, it should be a first down.
The officials have stopped the
They
clock
will.
for a measurement. It's first down at the 44.
So actually not
First and 10.
not the drive-killing penalty I worried it would be, considering Cincinnati had their one explosive drive at the beginning of this game and hasn't done a whole lot since with some really incredible field position.
Catches the ball.
Nice find there.
The pass is complete to the receiver. He picked up 4 yards.
They're going to need some help from their defense, maybe a turnover. But I do like what they're doing down the field here, just kind of dinking and dunking it,
Bengals.
picking up little chunks of yards here and there.
Second and 6.
Split backs. Lucas looks for a receiver. That play covered 6 yards and was enough for a first down for the Bengals.
A nice job of throwing and a nice job of catching.
First and 10, Cincinnati.
First and 10.
5 receivers on the field.
Oh, I like this play
Makes
here.
the catch.
First down.
The pass is
Inside the
complete to
35.
receiver.
They're
It
into
covered 11 yards.
into Jaguars. They're
Has a
still in
knack
Jaguars
for getting
territory.
vertical.
Don't know why I said they're
First
in it.
down,
They've been in it.
Cincinnati.
They've been hanging out over there for a play or two.
10.
George
And the
gets
ball off to the left side. No
He didn't
gain.
find any running room. No gain.
Give the defense truckloads of props. They just killed that one.
Second down, Bengals.
It's second down.
43 defense for Jacksonville. Man in motion. George is
Another
looking
run.
forward.
I don't like it.
He didn't find any
It's going to be,
running
what,
room.
3rd and
No
10
gain.
here as we wind down the
What
third
a
quarter.
play by the defense.
The
Still
ball
down
carrier
3
was brought
possessions.
down by Rodgers.
I'm okay with the
Third
short
down,
passing game. I don't love the
3rd and 11.
implementation of the run game here. Some of their best field position. And I guess deepest penetration they've had. The touchdown they had was a nice
For the
long
third
bomb,
quarter.
but
The third quarter is over.
sets up a big 3rd and 11 coming back from this third quarter break.
Third down, Bengals.
Those boys on the defensive line
third down.
are getting ready to explode out of the blocks.
Cincinnati lines up in shotgun formation. Lucas is going to pass.
Lucas looking, firing.
The pass is
They've gone to that spot a couple of times today, and he has not been able to hit him with that floated pass up over the top, trying to get over the top of the defense.
4th down. Bengals.
Instead, the defender is in really good position,
Second punt of the day for Paris.
and the ball sails past regardless. 4th down
Gets
coming
the
up,
kick away.
and this will be a punt, because I guess the kicking game is just not good. The punting game, not
That
much
punt
better.
goes into the end zone and will not be returned. That's a touchback.
I imagine the Jaguars will just kind of run this clock out. They're up 3 scores. They've had a great
Drive
day
begins
offensively.
at the 20.
Taylor absolutely going off in the backfield.
Blue 17.
Man in motion. Centers is the runner.
Oh, got away from a defender there.
What a terrific play by the
It's a
offense.
huge
He
run all the
ran
way
for
up
a
to the
gain of
40. That's,
18
what,
yards.
18 yards?
Nice work down there.
First down, Jaguars.
1st and 10.
Blue 17. Hut, 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 hut.
Taylor has the
With
ball.
the run to Taylor, we're probably going to have a
There's
holding
marker
penalty
on the
here.
field.
Holding
Against
on the offense.
First down, Jaguars.
So 1st and 20.
1st and 20.
Jacksonville's overcome a long loss before. I was going to say, I couldn't remember if it was a penalty, but it was actually a sack.
It's a run. That play
won't
was
do
shut down
anything.
for a loss of 1 yard.
So it should
That
be
play
3rd
looked
down and
awful.
21,
Rader
22.
made the stop. Second down, Jaguars. Just under 4 minutes left in this game.
Blue 17.
Taylor gets the ball.
Ooh, gosh,
The
don't
Bengals
love
limited
that.
the ball carrier
Don't
to a
love those
short
play
gain.
calls. They did not even try to get a first down. They did nothing to really make Cincinnati think that they
Third
were going
down,
to
Jaguars.
put in any effort. It's also only 3rd down, so maybe calm down.
Red 22.
He's looking to throw. Incomplete.
That should be absolutely pass interference, but it won't be. We'll see Jacksonville punt the ball away. Though this lead this late in the
Fourth
game,
down, Jaguars.
looking real good for Jacksonville.
Second punt of the day for Straczynski.
Straczynski,
The punt is in the air. George looks for running room.
oh, he has room. He has all kinds of room. He's going to return this for a touchdown.
Bye-bye.
He returns that punt for a touchdown.
Eddie
The
George,
guys from NFL film
71-yard
What a
return
terrific
to the
play.
house. And that will at least make it interesting. A quick stop. See, that's what Cincinnati needed. They needed a turnover, in this case a punt return for a touchdown. Something to give them either a quick drive or score quickly on their own.
And it's
Special teams
good.
coming through positively for the Bengals. And they'll cut that deficit down to 28-14.
Jacksonville awaits the kick. The kickoff is in the air. Pathan looks for running room.
Running to the left side,
He
or
rolled
right
the
side,
kickoff
excuse me, and then
back
breaking back to
26
the left.
yards.
Now that was great coverage by the kick team. The offense now has to go a long ways for a score.
Crockett made the stop. The drive begins at the 20.
1st and 10.
Blue 17. Hut, hut.
Centers gets the
Ooh,
ball.
nice play by the
He was
Cincinnati
brought down
defense.
behind the line.
The
Broke
offense
through
got
and stopped him
worked
for a
on that
loss.
play.
Crockett made the stop. Timeout called by the visitors. Cincinnati still has 2 timeouts.
It's a good time to use a timeout. 2-minute warning counts as a 3rd timeout. And making sure that you're stopping the clock after a 4-yard loss, also a positive.
Red
Taylor got 2 of them back, so it'll be second down and 12, 11 and 12, depending on exactly where they mark them.
Third down, Jaguars.
Third down and 11. No timeout used by Cincinnati on that one. Interesting decision.
The quarterback drops back to pass.
I'll stop him. This would be a good time to get a timeout. Call a timeout, make him run a play, get the 2-minute warning.
That's the 2-minute warning. There are
Instead,
exactly
the
2
animations
minutes
will
left
play,
to
the celebrations
in this
will
game.
run.
Fourth down, Jaguars.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars will be punting to Eddie George, who already has a return for a touchdown today.
The punt is in the air.
Doesn't look like they'll get one here, so it'll just be a fair catch. So they'll start at the 33, 34-yard line.
First down, Bengals.
First and 10.
It's picked
Oh
off.
no,
That
Cincinnati!
interception was by Cole.
Oh
Put that one up for grabs,
no!
and he paid a price for it too.
It got tipped and went immediately into the defender's arms.
First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10.
That'll all but do it here for this Jacksonville win.
The Jaguars ran that play exactly as the coaches drew
Fred
it up. That was a
Taylor
great touchdown run
averaging
by
nearly
Taylor.
10 yards a carry.
And running.
Second rushing touchdown in this game for Taylor.
So if you take off, let's see, what was it, a yard and a carry? So it would be 11
It's
for
in the
like
air. And
118.
it's good.
The kick was good.
It's actually only about a full yard more. On average. 10.7 as opposed to the 9.9. So I guess it's 0.8 of a yard.
Conway kicks the ball. Coleman
Cincinnati has
looks for
had
running room.
such good field
He brought the
position
kick off
throughout
by
this game
11
because the Jacksonville kicker is just terrible at kickoffs.
First down, Cincinnati.
First and 10.
Man in motion. He's
Cincinnati with a play fake, throwing it deep down the left side. It's going to be caught.
Great pass play for the Bengals. And
Had
that
to
results
turn
in a
around to
gain of
catch it. So we'll take a look at the
37
replay
Get
here.
out of here, man. That was a great
Oh,
play
if
by
that's
the
a better
offense.
throw, that's an easy touchdown. Easy touchdown, but instead it's a first and 10. It's a little unfortunate for the Bengals here. They couldn't get this big play offense going.
First and
They
10.
got that return for a touchdown a little too late. And a score that my childhood self would be very happy with. 35-14, both of those numbers
I don't
divisible
even
by
know why
7,
they even bothered to
aka
run
the
that.
correct number of
But
points
I'm sure
in
the defense
football.
liked it.
Second down, Bengals.
Second and 12.
Hey, Luther. We ain't here to take no prisoners.
The pass is picked
Into
off. That interception
double
was by
coverage,
Taylor.
and that'll be
Admire a guy for
interception
making
number
things
2
happen.
for the Jaguars.
Unfortunately, he's
Defense.
making bad things happen.
Dang. One of those, I mean, that one, not a great throw. The first one, a little lucky. Get the tip directly into his arms. Bengals made a bit of a what? The Bengals had a bit of a
Just
game?
over 1 minute
Okay.
left in this game. First down, Jaguars.
61 seconds to go here. The Bengals did their best to at least make it interesting here towards the end.
Taylor is the runner.
It's just
No
too
gain
little,
on the play.
too late. Shouldn't have any like
Man,
timeouts or anything
now
happening
that's what
here.
I call
Just kidding.
Coleman
That's all
wrapped
right.
him up. Timeout called by the visitors. Cincinnati still has one timeout left. Second down, Jaguars.
Second and 11.
There's no reason for them. Oh, excuse me.
He's going
No
to
reason
throw it.
for Cincinnati to take
Makes the
timeouts.
catch.
Down by
He
21
picked
points.
up 2 yards. Timeout called by the visitors.
That'll be their last
They
one,
have
so.
no timeouts left. Mere seconds remain in this game. Third down, Jaguars.
I think the defense has got to like its chances of holding the offense on this third down. The safeties just have to make sure that no receivers get behind them.
Pitch out to the left. Taylor just too much speed.
Good work by the Jaguars.
Got around that corner and
You the
Damn.
man, you the man, baby.
the best rushing performance
First
we have
down,
seen this
Jaguars.
season belongs to Fred Taylor and these Jacksonville Jaguars. Making plays that haven't worked throughout the majority of this season actually work. Nothing
You know, that
short
play
of
right there
incredible.
is the worst
The
play in
Bengals
the
will
world for the
unfortunately
defense
fall to 1
and
and
the
8.
best one for the
And I need
offense.
to
Second
probably
down,
make a note of that
Jaguars.
somewhere in my notebook that's like, hey, stop putting this team in here. They're bad. They are not. They're bad. It'd be different if you're like this year's like Detroit Lions, where for the most part you're in contention, you're in games, you're competitive.
That's the end of the game. The final score.
All right,
35-14
35-14 to lead the game
Jaguars.
off, or to lead the day off. 21-point victory here
Fans on
for.
the screen now is the winner of the Wilson Game Ball.
Fred Taylor, 9.9
And
yard
now,
average.
Taco Bell presents
14 for
replays of key
134.
action from this game. Here's a look at the stats.
All right. Jacksonville.
That's the end of our
Whew,
broadcast.
almost doubled
Thanks
up
for
the
tuning
yards
in.
there.
For Ron Pitts and
Huge
me,
game.
Dick
Very
Stockton,
even game.
We'll be seeing you the next time you play NFL
160 through the
Fever.
air, 132 on the ground. And I mean, the Bengals didn't have as many yards total, but still very even either way you want to look at it. Well, let's jump on into game number 2. Not a whole lot to talk about with that last game. Forgot to turn my face cam off so I can get the clean pic for
Welcome
the
to Pontiac,
beautiful
Michigan.
thumbnail.
We're glad you're here for today's
Pontiac
regular season
Silverdome is
game
where we are.
featuring
3 and
the
4
Lions and
Tampa
the
Bay,
Buccaneers.
taking on
I'm
5
Dick
and
Stockton.
3
I'm
Detroit.
marking the game with former NFL player
Welcome
Ron
on in.
Pitts.
How you doing, Dick? We've got a great game
Hey,
here.
you dick.
Ron, who are the key players heading into this one?
Now, this is someone I like to watch. He's got all the tools that define great defenders. I like his mental toughness and team attitude as much as his speed and reactions. This guy drives defensive backs nuts. He gets open,
Amani
makes
Toomey.
catches. That's it. It doesn't matter if it's a long pass, a short pass, intermediate pass. The guy sacrifices his body for the team. He just flat out gets it done.
Thanks, Ron. Let's go down to the field for the
Coin
coin toss.
toss.
The visiting captain will make the call. Captain, what's your choice? He called tails. It is heads. Detroit wins the toss and elects to receive.
Tampa Bay is ready for the kickoff. The kick is away and the game is on. Wilkins starts
Deep
upfield.
kick, and they're going to, for some reason, take it out of the back of the end zone.
That
9
return
yards
was
deep,
worth
and that's
26
why
yards.
you don't do that.
I wonder what this
They
return
got
man is
to
gonna
the,
say to his
like,
special teams
14.
coach when he gets to the sideline.
Maybe the
The
17-yard line?
drive begins at the 18.
Ooh, the 18. I guess it wasn't too bad. Just when you see it's like that far into the end zone, don't take it. Don't take it out. Don't take it.
It's a run.
Oh boy. Free rusher up the middle.
If you didn't see
Demolished
it, you
in the
probably smelled
backfield.
it. That play stunk.
The ball carrier was brought down by Barrow. Take a
Cordell
look at the
Stewart,
offensive starters
Jerome
for Detroit.
Bettis. Tumor, as they pointed out in the pregame. Cordell Stewart and
Second down, Lions.
I think they might have teammates. Shoot, I already forgot who the running back was. Is it Jerome Bettis? Okay, I believe they played. Both of them played for the
Quarterback
Steelers.
drops back to pass. That pass was
Around
good
this
for a
time?
gain of 1 yard. Here's a look at the defensive starters for the Buccaneers.
A couple of Saints there on the left side of your screen.
Third down, Lions.
I think the defense has got to like its chances of holding the offense on this third down. They just need to make sure that they don't let a receiver get
Third
behind
down
the
and
sticks.
12.
Just under 4 minutes left in this quarter. He drops back to pass.
Wow, a nice find up the middle. It looks like they have set up now two separate times. Those last two plays. Looks like they're doing a screen to either side of the field, but instead they throw it either down the field like they did on the last play, or the play before that they threw it out to the right side, the opposite way that the line was moving. See what happens here on the first and 10 from the 35. It's just a straight run, so that'll work.
The fullback.
The fullback will get the run on that.
Second down, Lions.
Second and 7.
So the Lions' second time. Both of these teams played in Week 5, both of them making their second appearance. A fumble. It's recovered by the Buccaneers.
That's a turnover.
Whoa. Second time we've seen a free rusher for the Buccaneers get to the ball handler. The first time it was a running back. Second time it was, pardon me, was the quarterback causing a fumble. Tiki Barber. The running back, from all accounts, pretty terrible person. Pretty terrible. We'll flip on the light here. It was pretty sunny outside, but sun has disappeared. We've been here before. The Rams played the Lions back in Week 5. Obviously, Packers and Buccaneers wrapped up Week number 5, ending in a tie.
Starters on defense for the Lions.
Lawyer Malloy, a couple of Patriots defenders on either side of the field. Warren Sapp, I should say, because that's how you say it, correctly.
Second down, Buccaneers.
It's second down.
Jake the Snake Plummer.
Barber is looking for room.
Barber
He found some running room.
making poor
He picked
decisions
up
on and
7
off the
yards.
field. Had a real nice opening there, and then just decided to run right into his own offensive lineman.
Third down, Buccaneers.
I'm expecting the offense to pick up the first down on this play. But if they don't make it, they have to understand the defense is going to get a huge surge of confidence.
Barber is the runner.
Finds a little room off the left side.
Execution on the play. It was
Sets up a
enough
first
for
and
down.
10, right about the 15-yard line.
Yardage to pick up the first down by running the football.
Buccaneers are looking to
Obviously, the
cash
guys
in
on
here.
defense did.
The stop was by
Off
Thomas.
the turnover.
First down, Tampa Bay. Man in motion. It's a sack.
Ooh,
And
nice
that's a
sack
loss
there
of
by
7
Detroit.
yards.
That time it looked like the defensive line for the Lions ran over to the right side to overload that side. maybe that was what was happening on those previous plays I was talking about on the Lions side. It's just the defense making the offense react. I don't think we see a lot of screen plays. Second down at 18, pushes him out of the red zone.
It's a run.
They'll find a little room here off the left side.
8 yards.
So back in the red zone, setting up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 9.
Man in motion. Barber has the ball.
Oh, nice spin
That's short of a
move,
first down.
but not enough to get the first down. So the Lions look like they're going to hold to a field goal attempt. Who knows? Maybe they'll punt from this distance because this game doesn't make any sense.
The kick's away. And it's good.
Wow, that was
kick.
Hull Edinger. Never heard of them in my life.
24 yards.
Huh, all of them were run plays. Interesting.
Tampa Bay is ready for the kickoff.
This will end the first quarter. It'll be 3-0. The Lions had a great drive last time, but lost the fumble. That is
He brought the kickoff back
what led to the 3 points for Tampa Bay. So, once we get through these animations, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions when we come back.
First period is over.
He says like he's throwing it to a commercial. That's what I should do. I should edit these and put commercials in. That'd be great. People would love that. Pretty even time of possession. You can see that the Buccaneers had 28 yards on the ground, and that is it.
We got you on our side. Oh, 45.
Man in motion. Stewart will pass.
Stewart finds a minimal
short
gain there.
on that pass to
A gain of
Harris.
3.
Second down, Lions.
2nd and 8.
Oh, 45.
Bettis is the runner.
Oh, nice move there for
Officials have
Bettis,
stopped the
sliding through
clock
some
for a
defenders.
measurement.
And he's going to get the first down by the nose of the football.
First down, Detroit.
1st and 10.
Oh, 45.
Fake pitch. Looking.
It's a pass.
All kinds of time. Nice find on the right side. That'll
Nice
get
work
into
by the
Buccaneers
quarterback and the
territory.
receiver. The play went 15 yards.
It'll set up
Excellent play.
1st and 10. I like that play there. A little fake pitch. Found all kinds of time there in the pocket.
First and 10, Detroit.
1st and 10.
Silver, 88.
Stewart
Dropping back to pass, throwing over the, I guess that's the right side, throwing to the right side. That'll be a nice 13-yard gain, first down and 10 for the
Defense better
Lions.
find a way to take that kind of play away from the offense.
First down, Detroit.
1st and 10.
Silver, 88.
Stewart looks
Oh,
for a
Stewart had
receiver.
nowhere to go.
He is sacked. He lost 5 yards.
Boy, it
5-yard
scares me to
loss
see a
on the play.
quarterback go down like that. He really took a shot that time.
Second down, Lions.
2nd and 16.
3 receivers in the game.
That did not look great. Looked very uncomfortable for that that player's shoulder.
In the backfield.
And
All right,
a
that play
bad
didn't
loss
fool
on
anybody.
3rd
The stop
down.
was by number 28.
That'll put him out of field goal range, which they were probably on the very edge of anyway. And it'll
Third
be
down,
fourth.
Lions.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 3rd and 18. I apologize. They don't even need all of this. I would say if you get 10 here, at least take a shot at the field goal. You're at the 35.
The quarterback drops back to pass.
There you go.
There's a marker on the field.
The officials have stopped the game for a penalty. Holding against the offense.
Oof. That is brutal.
4th down, Lions.
They'll decline.
The Lions line up for
We'll
a
see the
field goal
Lions
attempt.
take a field goal attempt. I'm a little surprised that Tampa Bay declined that penalty and just let it be 4th down.
Nailed that kick.
You push them even further back. Hey, Jason Elam. Push them even further back. You can kick them out of field goal range. And with the way this game plays, they probably aren't going to get it unless they get it back to that spot again.
Detroit will put the ball
I don't think
in
they're going to
play.
be able to get... What was it? They needed... I think they got 8 yards. They would need 18 yards. But hey,
Kennison starts upfield.
they made their choice, and that man was blocking a ghost. Good job.
The kickoff return.
Good job.
covered 28
Proud of you.
yards.
I got to tell you, I thought the man was absolutely crazy
Yeah,
to
2
bring that
minutes
ball
to
into
go
the end
here
zone.
in
But hey, he made it
the
work,
first half.
and
A
now his team's got
3-3.
great field position.
That's the 2-minute warning.
slow
The
brewing
drive
game
begins
here.
at
Slow
the
boil.
27.
We're slowly heating
Buccaneers
up.
come to the line and set up in the shotgun.
Blue 17.
He's going to throw
Rolling
it.
to the right.
Plummer is sacked.
Sacked.
He lost 5 yards.
The
Quarterbacks
snakes.
won't last long if they take shots like this.
Snake.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
2nd down, Buccaneers.
2nd and 16.
Hey, Plummer. Hey, Plummer. Don't even think about throwing it over here.
Jake Plummer drops back on 2nd and 16. Throws off his back foot into double coverage. Tipped and nearly picked. We saw a play similar to that in the last game. The tip kind of went right to the defender, but that time either hit the
3rd
turf
down,
or...
Buccaneers.
It looked kind of like it hit his knee.
It's 3rd down.
You better have eyes in the back of your head.
Red 88.
Oh, he's going to be sacked on 3rd down. Do we see a timeout here from Detroit?
I like the way the tackler nailed him on that.
Timeout.
Ball gets to the quarterback for the 2nd time today.
Obviously,
The Buccaneers,
offense needs to do a better
interestingly,
job of blocking
they
this guy.
haven't really wanted to drop back and throw. They want to rely on their running game.
About 1 minute left in this half. 4th
The,
down,
the only couple of
Buccaneers.
times that they've dropped back to pass was a tip pass that was almost picked, and that's sack.
The kick is away. Toomer calls for a fair catch. That
So that's
punt
going to be a
covered
fair
33
catch
yards.
inside Buccaneers territory already. That's only a 33-yard punt.
First
Under a
down,
minute to go.
Detroit.
50 seconds to be exact. 1st and 10 in Buccaneers territory. Full allotment of timeouts. Detroit in a good position to take the lead going into the break.
Stewart will pass.
Stewart, lots of
The
time.
pass was incomplete.
No luck there. Not a bad throw there. I like it towards the outside, toward the boundary. We've seen a few teams get kind of
The game
goofed
is
with
tied
because of the
as
way
we
the game
approach the
runs.
end of the first
It's
half. Second
end of
down,
half or
Lions.
game scenarios.
Oh, 45.
Man in motion. Stewart looks for a receiver.
Stewart looking to
He
the
keeps
left,
the ball.
spin move through a couple of defenders, ran into another defender.
By the
Instead of just going up
I
the
love
sideline,
plays like that.
he just kept running into defenders, directly into them. Bad.
Timeout called
Very
by
bad.
the home team. Detroit still has 2 timeouts. First down, Detroit. Detroit has a man lined up in the slot.
Oh, 45.
He's going to throw
What
it.
else? Stewart looking,
quarterback
runs into his
keeps the
own
ball.
offensive lineman up the middle. Going to get to the
Excellent effort
15-yard
by
line.
the
First down
Lions.
and 10.
Flavorful play.
Timeout called by the home team. 1 timeout left for the Lions.
It's a dangerous game that Cordell Stewart is playing.
First down, Detroit.
1 timeout, 21 seconds to go. It's dangerous for 2 reasons. Poor clock management from this game just in general. But also, got to keep in mind the timeouts running right up the middle. Not great. Stewart going to get sacked that time.
He went down at the 18.
Looked like he got a little bit of the happy feet. Wanted to just try and run too soon. Didn't really let the play develop down the field.
Called by the home team. They have no timeouts
All right.
left.
6 seconds.
Second down,
We'll
Lions.
see them play it safe here. And we will see a field goal attempt from Jason Elam.
The attempt is on its way. And it's good. He nailed it.
Good.
That scoring drive covered 30 yards.
So again, they had an incomplete pass, a couple of big runs. The sack.
Detroit is ready for the kickoff.
And the field goal kickoff
The kickoff is in the air.
is well underway
Tennyson has the ball and
here in
starts
Detroit,
upfield.
as this will run out the first half.
That return
We've seen
was worth
kickoffs end
27
both the
yards.
first and
He
second
obviously
quarters.
saw something I didn't.
Very weird.
What a nice return.
Watson made the tackle. The drive begins at the 27.
Just kidding. That somehow didn't take 3 seconds.
First and 10.
Wow.
One
I
back
am shocked. Detroit got to be careful here. We've seen big bombs throughout this season. Here's one coming up. It's going to be intercepted. Okay. All right. Kind of a meaningless interception, but Lawyer Malloy will pad his stats. And Detroit will take a 6-3 lead into the break.
That's it for the first half.
Will
With
we
our
see a
score,
touchdown in the second half?
6-3 Lions.
I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Neither of these teams have played all that consistently on offense. 28 total yards, and it's all rushing. Tampa Bay
Detroit
does
is
get
ready
the
for
ball.
kickoff.
So Tampa Bay, I think, has only dropped back to pass like
There's the
3
kick.
or 4 times. One of them was an interception. One of them was a sack.
Tennyson
One of them was
looks for
tipped.
running room.
Not great. Jake Plummer, I don't think is
He
even
brought
that
the
bad of a
kickoff by
quarterback
26
in the
yards.
game, in this game, or just kind of in this time period.
First down, Tampa Bay.
First and 10.
He drops back to pass.
Dropping back to pass, finds a nice
Morris caught
receiver,
the pass. The play
or a nice
covered
completion,
4
I should
yards.
say, out to the right side there.
Second down, Buccaneers.
Second and 6.
Man in motion. He makes the catch.
There you go. There's a couple
Connection was
of
enough for a first
couple of
down.
nice
Play
completions
was
to
good
start this
for
third
6
quarter.
yards.
A lot of flavor on that play.
That should be enough for a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
4 minutes to go. I don't know why I pointed that out. It's just in the second, just started the second half. No reason to say that.
Barber gets the ball. He gets a nice gain of 7 yards. Second down, Buccaneers.
Second and 3.
He's looking to throw. Barber
Oh.
dropped it. That looked like a catchable pass from here.
Thought that was going to be a
At this
catch.
level,
See,
there's
that's
no
why that
excuse
other
to drop
fumble was
passes.
so
These guys are
surprising in the
getting paid to
previous
make that
game.
catch.
Was
Third
they
down,
look
Buccaneers.
very similar. I'm sure
Defense
they're
is looking to make a big stop here.
frames
They would get a
different, you
huge
know, like
emotional
the timing
charge
is just
if they could hold them.
that much better on that fumble. But that's typically the result we see there is a ball that is caught or in the hands of the receiver, hit, and it's just
Barber
labeled
picked
or
up
called an
7 yards.
incompletion rather
That's
than
good for
a
first
fumble.
down.
Now,
I don't know why
was just a
that like
great
made me
call.
sit up. I was like,
Offense
now
knew
I
they
have
could
something
get
to talk
enough yardage
about.
to pick up the first down by running the football.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay does have a good running game. I see why they would want
Split backs
to
for Tampa Bay.
run their offense through that.
Barber gets the ball.
Barber tackled.
He managed a short game.
Is that all you got?
Second down, Buccaneers.
2nd and 9.
Hey, Plummer! Hey, Plummer! Get you. 17!
It's a run. There's a flag
We're
on
going
the
to have
play.
a hold here. It's going to be on the offense.
Against the offense.
Yes. If you mirror my image, just flip it
Second down,
like I'm
Buccaneers.
standing as the official. We're going to hold on the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay. Second down. Ow!
Barber managed a short game.
I smacked my
Get some.
dry, gross hands on the freaking corner of the table.
Third down, Buccaneers.
3rd and 16.
Brad, 22!
Plummer looks for a receiver.
Ooh, that
Barber
one
dropped it.
again.
That looked
Like,
like a catchable pass from here.
that's two of them we've seen on this drive where it's just, how is that not a fumble? That probably should have been a fumble.
Fourth down, Buccaneers.
4th down and 16.
Second punt of the day for
I believe this was the first possession of the second half, so they did milk 3 minutes and 10 seconds off of the clock.
The punt is in the air.
So there's at least that as a positive.
Stewart has the ball
Detroit
and
is going to get
starts upfield.
the ball here. Didn't do
Stewart
anything with that punt
returned
return.
punt. He gained
Be up at about the
6 yards.
25-yard line. Wow, we're up Gronkowski in this game. Number 87 for Tampa Bay.
The drive begins at the 25.
1st and 10.
So Detroit back on the field. Cordell Stewart, Jerome Bettis, a 6-3 lead.
45!
It's a pass.
Wide
Stewart
open.
catches the
Oh,
ball.
he throws
The
that a
pass is
little
complete to the
sooner.
receiver.
A
He
little
picked
more
up
of a
4
bullet
yards.
pass rather than the float passes we see in this game, and that could be a first down. Got to give
Second
your
down, Lions.
receivers an opportunity to get that
2nd and
yak
6.
yards after the catch.
Oh, 45!
2nd down and 6, still a nice game.
Been stopped
Gonna have a
because
false
there's a
start
penalty.
False start
on the
against
offense. 2nd down and
Second
11
down,
coming up,
Lions.
so the nice catch is rendered
2nd and
useless. And it will now be 2nd down and 11. So good to rough start here for the Detroit Lions. See what they have here for 2nd down. Cordell Stewart is running that ball. He can move. He has the ability to get up the field with his legs. He's just running too quickly. And it's not like he's had a ton of pressure. He's just had, I would guess it would be more of like, I've done it before, I could do it again.
3rd and 13.
But you're looking at having a dangerously fast 3 and out, and you got to give the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the ball right back. With the ground game that's kind of clicking. That's an interesting throw. It looked like Cordell Stewart was going to run it, but then elected to throw before he hit that line of scrimmage. A couple of players in the area, so maybe not the smartest throw in the world, but it does fall harmlessly to the turf. Does also stop the clock here in the 3rd quarter, as that was an incomplete pass. 4th and 13 coming up
The offense is set
from
to
the
punt
23,
ball
so they
away.
started at the 25 or the 26 and proceeded to lose
Maynard gets
that
the kick away.
initial
Barber
spot.
calls for a fair catch.
Barber calls for a fair
That punt
catch.
covered
Interesting. I don't know if
42
that's
yards.
just how it was back in 2001, 2002, but I think they have had both. I think they have the running backs returning kicks. We saw Eddie George with a kick return for a punt return, I should say, for a touchdown. They just
First
called
down,
Barber's
Tampa
name.
Bay.
1st and 10.
Blue, 17!
They're going to throw. It's dropped. An incomplete pass.
I wonder if he was thinking
Another
about running before
great
actually
defensive timing from the Detroit Lions.
Second down, Buccaneers.
It's 2nd down.
with the ball.
Barber slipping
Excellent
through
effort by the Buccaneers.
near tackle by his own
Barber
offensive
is a
lineman.
perfect downhill runner.
First down, Buccaneers.
1st and 10.
Man in motion.
Under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. They're going to bring a free rusher up the middle. They'll get to the quarterback. Jake Plummer goes down. I believe that'll set up a fourth down.
He's going to get killed.
I've been off all game.
Second down, Buccaneers.
Just kidding. That what?
2nd and 15.
Pretty close. The third quarter will end. It'll be 2nd down and 15.
That's it for the third quarter.
The 6-3 field goal battle continues as we move on to the fourth quarter. And since we're getting almost to the halfway point of this this video, I got to make sure to get this water
It's
finished.
second down. They'll snap it at the 41.
2nd down.
And unlike yesterday when I was recording, I didn't choke on it. Big run up the middle. This will bring up a third down.
He ran for a gain of 11 yards.
Excellent.
So we'll set up a third down and probably 3.
Third down, Buccaneers.
And look at that. Right on the money.
Must execute here on
Had
this
that drink
third
of
down.
water.
They can either
Paid a little
run
more
it
attention to the
or
game.
pass it, but they can't afford to make a
Got the
small
down and
mistake.
distance correct.
Barber gets the ball.
Oh, Barber kind of got bottled up by his own offensive lineman, but finds enough of a hole there
Smooth run for a first down.
to pick up the first down.
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers had a nice long drive in the third quarter. They are controlling the clock here in the second half. The Lions with that, I think, 3 and out. That's about it.
There was nothing there.
And that was about it for the running room he had.
The ball
That'll
carrier
be-
was brought down by Paul.
I mean, best case scenario, no gain. Maybe a
Still
loss
a
of
lot
1.
time left
They'll
in the
actually give
final
him a
quarter.
loss of 1.
Second down, Buccaneers.
2nd and 11.
That was weird. Just a big old, just like, huh? Crick. Oh, ooh.
Barber gets the ball.
Oh, my
He
left arm.
found room to run. He picked up 7 yards. Fifth tackle in this game now, recorded by Herring.
Kim Herring.
Third down, Buccaneers.
3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Handing the ball off. Met in the backfield. Fantastic play there by Jeremiah Trotter. Picking up his 5th tackle of the game. 1 sack
Fifth tackle in
this
game now,
afternoon.
recorded by Trotter.
And that's a big stop there. Detroit likely just going to give up a field goal attempt.
Fourth down, Buccaneers.
But we'll see.
4th and 4.
He's averaging
Oh,
just
just
over
kidding.
30
They're going
yards
to
per
punt.
today.
They're going to punt the ball away from the 32-yard line. I mean, that's like maybe a 50-yard field goal. Great punt. We'll start or get Detroit to start at the 6-yard line.
Lions
So that
need to be
is-
cautious on this
they'll give them
drive,
the 5-yard
starting
then.
out deep
Okay.
in their own territory.
Looked like it was on the 6 to me, but whatever. I would anticipate a handoff here. Look at that, I was correct. A lot of room right up the middle. That's a good 7-8 yard gain right there. Timeout by Tampa Bay. I love the timeout there.
Second down, Lions.
That sounds like sarcasm, but it's not. You pinned him deep. This is where be aggressive with your timeouts here. You got the 2-minute warning. That's your 4th timeout. Stewart, they're going to give them a timeout back for the incompletion. I don't love the pass play there. I get trying to catch him off guard, but when you gain 7 yards on first down, run it again. Pick it up on 2nd and 3. Still a 3rd and very manageable. They're going to throw the ball again. Stewart's going to look. He's going to throw deep down the middle of the field into at least double coverage. Ended up being 3 defenders in that area. And this is going to work out so beautifully for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who gave up 7 yards on first down, called timeout, and they were gifted 2 incompletions. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket and the 2-minute warning. So 3 clock stoppages as they look to at least tie the game, maybe try to get the game-winning touchdown, and they'll most likely be starting in Lions territory. And that will be what happens. Should be right about the 43-yard line or so they don't have a whole lot of distance they need to go before they're in field goal range. However, they did pass up a decently long field goal last time to kind of put themselves in this position. I guess that's why you play the field position game.
Man in motion.
The advanced strategy of NFL head coaches. Out of the backfield, inside the 40. Second down and 6 coming up.
The officials have stepped in to give the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes
warning.
in regulation.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Down, Buccaneers.
I can't extend my other hand.
Man in motion.
Second down and 6. At the 2-minute warning, Barber is going to get tackled in the backfield.
Now that was just some
Likely a no gain there, but still 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Tackled by Paul. Third down, Buccaneers.
Still no touchdowns in this game. No scoring here in the second half. The Detroit Lions, by the way, have been outplayed in the second half. They've run a total of 6 offensive plays, Detroit has. 2 3-and-out drives. That's it.
All game, baby. All game.
That's it.
Fourth down,
That is very bad.
It's 4th down.
Tampa Bay is going to go for it here. Interesting decision. I mean, they still have 2 timeouts that they can play with. Throwing it, finds him on the edge or on the sideline. He is 4 for 10, 26 yards, no touchdowns. He also hasn't dropped back a whole lot. 4 for 10 is unheard of, with the exception of like severe weather impacting the game. For example, what was it, the Bills-Patriots game where they just ran the ball. Mac Jones passed, was what, 1 for 2 or something like that?
Second down, Buccaneers.
Second down.
Floats it over to the left side. Receiver waits. Somehow caught that ball. I don't know exactly what happened, but that was... We'll get a replay. It got deflected and kind of bounced off another body part and then magnetized into the receiver's hands. Interesting play there.
3rd and 3 for the
3rd down and
Buccaneers.
3 with under a minute to go.
Relatively easy to pick up, but then again, there are no gimmies.
Kennison catches
That's
the
going to
ball.
be short of the
gain
first
on that
down.
Pass to Kennison. Vincent wrapped him up. 5th tackle in this game now, recorded by Vincent. Fourth and inches. A field goal here.
Field goal here is going to tie the game. They're going to give Detroit some time on the clock.
It's good.
It's
How
good.
was that? We are tied.
This guy has been bombing the
I feel
field
a
goals
little
through.
overtime here after that kick.
That scoring drive covered 25 yards.
16 seconds on the clock. We'll see if Detroit can get into field goal range at all.
Tampa Bay is ready for the
I
kickoff.
kind of doubt it. But a 6-6
The
game.
kickoff is in the air. Wiley has the ball and starts upfield.
Oh, as we see a little bit of a run back here. Ooh, couldn't get much further than the 25-yard line.
But he made something happen.
See what Detroit has to cook up here for their...
This ball game is nearly over. The drive begins at
11 seconds to go. Timeouts to be used. I need probably 50 yards.
Will pass.
Get some.
Stewart keeps the ball.
Get some here. Quick
The
timeout.
defense
Quick
forgot to
timeout.
lock the gate. He
Quick
made a
timeout.
nice run. He picked
There
up
it is.
15 yards.
Man, that was sweet.
Timeout called by the home team. Detroit
Took a bit of
still
time
has
there.
2
I don't know
timeouts.
exactly what's going to be left. Probably under 10.
First down, Lions.
Oh, just kidding. Wow, they took 14 seconds off. Holy moly. That was way longer than I realized. Oh, it's because of the kick return. Never mind. I'm sorry.
The quarterback drops back to pass. McDuffie caught the pass.
Did
The
not
play
do
covered
enough
4
there.
yards.
So
The
we are going to
fourth
go
quarter is
to
over. The score,
overtime
6-6,
here in
and we're
Detroit,
heading for
6 to
overtime.
6. Tampa Bay maybe could have won this game. Hard to say though. I would have gone for the field goal instead of the punt, but it worked out in their favor. Pinned them deep, got good field position. Who cares, you know? It all worked out in the end. They're going to overtime. You saw the time of possession heavily favoring Tampa Bay in that graphic. Detroit is going to win the toss. They will elect to obviously receive because NFL overtime rules are garbaggio. Never forget. They're
There's the
bad.
kick. Wiley has the ball and starts upfield.
Running up
He
the
brought
field.
the kickoff back 22
And
yards.
the blocking just decided to not
Show
block.
up on your stat sheet, but let me tell you what, the defense knows about it. That was great coverage.
Hodge made the tackle. He brought him down at the 21. The drive begins at the 21.
1st and 10.
Man in motion. It's a run.
Run off the left side. Spin move, and it's a fumble. Oh my goodness, Detroit.
That's a turnover. Recovered
Oh,
by
they
McGinn.
fumbled the ball on their first possession of overtime. Oh, you idiots.
That's a mental
Oh
error as
my
well.
goodness.
First down, Tampa
Put your
Bay.
claws into the ball. Get it? Because you're Lions? They have handed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers victory on a silver platter.
It's a
But for
pass.
some reason, Tampa Bay is electing to
Makes
throw the ball,
catch.
which they have not been
That pass
particularly
was good for a gain of
successful
3
at
yards.
throughout the day. He was Jake the Snake Plumber, 4 for 10 earlier in this game. Did pick up a few completions later, so his stat line probably looks a
Second
little bit
down,
better, but not a
Buccaneers.
ton of yards through the air. Relied a lot on the ground game.
Barber runs it. The Lions limited the ball carrier to a short gain.
What a hard count. Hut, 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 do, 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 do.
Third and 3 for the Buccaneers.
For their sake, I hope the offense doesn't overthink the play call here. They need to keep it simple and just pick up the first down.
They actually don't really even need to pick up the first down. They have a field goal kicker that's
Barber is
been
looking for room.
kicking well.
Good work.
Going to
by
get
the
tackled
Buccaneers.
inside the
That was
10-yard
an
line.
Outstanding run for a first down. Just incredible.
Vincent made the tackle. He brought him down at the 8. First down, Tampa Bay.
It's first.
The kicker is in the game, and it looks like they'll try a field goal. The kick's away. The kick is good, and the game is over. How's that? for an inning?
Buccaneers score
And
6
Injured
points in the
scored
fourth
game
quarter
winner.
and overtime
Scoring drive covered 18
to win
yards.
the game. 9-6 Tampa Bay is
That
your
brings us to the close of today's
victor
game.
in
The
this
final
one.
score,
No touchdowns
9-6
scored.
Buccaneers.
Detroit's defense just couldn't do enough as they ran a total of
Ron and I have
7
picked a player of
plays,
the game, and we're giving our Wilson game
maybe
ball
8
to Reese.
in the entire second half.
Now, Taco Bell
I hope you
presents
like the Tampa
replays
Bay
of key
offense
action
because
from
they
this
were on the
game.
field a lot in that second half. Saw the kind of meaningless interception, the run right towards the end of the game. Actually, I think that was the run towards the end of the game. You can see the large deficit in time of possession, 14:08 to 7.5.
Hurry back and play another game with NFL fever.
Detroit looked good. Each team 7 first downs. Everything, I mean, pretty even. Pretty good game there. Just some questionable decisions. Interesting. Well, hopefully we have 2 more interesting games coming up for you. I'm going to make sure that we save here. And we will be back with Packers Bears live from Chicago. Green Bay's 3rd appearance in the series, and they have still not been at home. We'll likely get the other Packers-Bears game in late in the season back in Lambeau. I'm going to hop up, take a quick break. It's going to flash to an intermission screen for about 10 seconds. This is a great time to scroll down to subscribe, ring that bell, make sure you're notified when I post new videos, and you'll be ready for next week's action. Again, this uploads every Tuesday, so be sure to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Stick around. I'm going to fill up my water bottle, and we'll be right back after these silent screen. All right. Water is full. Have you subscribed? Did you hit that button? Did you ring that bell? Did you check your phone? Don't do that. You'll get distracted. All right. We are moving on to Bears and the Packers. Big game here. We're going to be in Chicago, Illinois, Soldier Field. As I said before, Packers making their 3rd appearance in the series, all of them on the road in Tampa Bay, in Minnesota, in Chicago. Chicago making their 2nd appearance. I don't really believe it would be 74 degrees in November, but whatever.
How you doing, Dick? We've got a great game here.
I did set it for the correct date. I set it for November 18th.
One of the league's leaders in interceptions. This guy has a knack for getting his hands on the
I don't think we've
football.
seen the
He can
Packers
really
win a
disrupt the
game
plans
here.
of an
I think they
offense.
tied the first game, and I think they lost against Minnesota. Ricky Williams. But a couple of good teams going at it here. 6-1 versus 6-2. Packers and the Bears. They should be up at the top of the division. I don't know exactly what Minnesota is, but we know that the records of Tampa Bay and Detroit shifted. Neither of them, though, had 6 wins. Could be a tight race in the NFC Central as it winds down. As the season winds down, I should say. We have 7 more weeks of regular season football. Then we will be moving on to the postseason.
Chicago is ready to kick it deep. The kick is away, and the game is on. Mitchell
Return it
looks
from
for running
the
room.
5-yard line.
He brought the kickoff back 22 yards.
Been to Chicago and to Green Bay. Going to Green Bay, a lifelong dream.
The drive begins
Madam
at the
Vinatieri
27.
kicking for the Bears.
1st and 10.
We have, I believe it's like Ty Detmer or something. It's a very weird quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. And he'll take the
Goodluck
first.
drops. The pass
Oh
is
my
incomplete.
goodness, that should have been an interception. The defense was in perfect position. Oh, it's Elvis Garbick Garbach. I can't remember. They say it weirdly, and I'm like, oh man, I've said this wrong for 20 years. I forget who Ty Detmer plays for. There's a couple of quarterbacks who are like, who?
Packers.
Huh?
It's second down.
One?
He drops back to pass.
Throwing it deep down the right side into
Someone got a paw on that one.
double coverage and a nice
And here are the
nice
defensive starters
contest
for the
there
Bears.
from the running or the corner or safety running in to deflect that ball down to the ground. Pat Tillman on the defensive side for the Bears. This will be the only season we see Pat Tillman.
On this third down. They just need to make sure that they don't let a receiver get open behind the safety.
So 3rd down and 10, the quarterback for the Packers, Garbach. 0 for 2, and he's going to get sacked on 3rd down back at the 20-yard line.
That looked brutal. My heart goes out to the quarterback. His teammates let him down.
So that should be
4th down, Packers.
4th and 18. That'll be a punt and a very quick 3 and out for Green Bay. I've been a little bit off, so I'm like kind of hesitant. I'm like, ooh, was that a 3 and out? We'll get this at the 38-yard line. Find some room on the right side. Into Packers territory, and that'll be down at the 45-yard line. Nice run back for Chicago.
You're looking at the starting offense for the Bears.
Tim Couch. Ricky Williams. My goodness. Tim Couch. I believe he played for Cleveland.
It's
That
1st and
poor
10.
team just can't catch a break. Feels like they've had like multiple times where they've been like, hey, we have our quarterback, and it just has not worked out. Baker Mayfield, the latest in that string.
Incomplete.
Another opportunity for a defense to get an interception by being in a
Here
better
are the
position than the
starters on
offensive
defense for
player.
Green Bay.
Green Bay Packer there on the bottom right. So they stuck with who they knew. Leon Lett.
2nd down, Bears.
2nd down and 10. These are the games that take forever because it's just a bunch of incomplete passes. At least if it's a run or a completed pass, you get like 20 seconds off the clock.
Williams made a nice
It'll be a
run.
tackle
He
after
picked up 6
7 or 8
yards.
yards. So 3rd down and short coming up. Because you get this, you get those multiple like cuts and fades.
3rd and 4.
Then they take some time to run their play.
Split backs for Chicago.
I don't know if Soldier Field has that stadium design anymore. It's very interesting. I like it a lot. The
Down at the
side
42.
of the stadium looks very interesting. Has like weird, unique pillars. Has a different architecture structure. Like that is really cool. There's no way Soldier Field still has that. Or it's just always, that's the side the camera's on.
The offense is
Shooting,
set to
like
punt the
filming
ball
down.
away.
I don't know why I said shooting, but. So hang on.
The kick is away.
Oops, I misspelled field. Yeah, they definitely got rid of it. It'll bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
That punt goes into the end zone and will
That
not be
is
returned.
a
That's
shame.
touchback.
Wow, that sucks. What a unique piece of architecture to make a stadium
1st
stand
down,
out.
Green Bay. Just under
And now it
3
just looks as
minutes
generic
left in
as any
this
other
quarter.
stadium. Damn, that is too bad. I did not know that was there.
Motion.
I didn't go to. I think I thought about maybe going by Soldier Field when I was in Chicago, but obviously as a Packers fan, I don't really care about it that much. Packers not having a great start offensively.
2nd down, Packers.
It's 2nd down.
I never thought that I would have been so upset about a stadium change. I love the way that
He's
looks.
looking to throw.
That is into
The ball's been
4
intercepted.
defenders.
That interception was by Madison.
You know, hindsight is always perfect.
Sam Madison with a nice pick there.
There
There were 4 Bears in the area. There's no reason to throw that pass.
First pick in this game
So
for
Green Bay having a miserable start. I don't think
First down, Chicago.
Garbach has a completion yet. I think he's like 0 for 5 with a pick. Basically an arm punt. First and 10 for Chicago. Right about midfield.
Drops back to pass.
It is hard to believe that this is a Packers team that is 6-2.
3 yards.
6-2-1 or 6-1-1. Chicago is 6-2.
Second down, Bears.
Like, has Green Bay's schedule been especially easy?
It's a run.
We're going to have a hold here on the offense.
Holding against the offense.
Second down and 17.
Second
Coming up
down,
for
Bears.
Chicago.
Second and 7.
Green Bay catching a break there. Were people mad when they changed that stadium? When they changed Soldier Field and they took that out?
He's looking to throw. The ball is caught.
Now, to be fair, there could still be elements of it there in the stadium. I'm looking at like 2 aerial photos. Don't have the greatest angle of it, and it also doesn't show like the whole thing. But that, oh, it's on either side. Oh, okay.
Third down, Bears.
That is one of my favorite things about these old football games is the old stadium designs.
Everybody in the stadium knows that this guy's going to pass.
Third down and 6. This first quarter chugs along. It's going to be a running back pass. It's going to be tipped and incomplete.
On that one. It's incomplete. Fourth down, Bears. Second punt of the day for Baker. The kick is away.
So we starting about the 15-yard line. And he'll run immediately into 2 defenders. No reason for that at all. Run to the left. You got maybe 3 yards. I had a good time in Chicago. I felt bad for it because it was like, oh, it was either going to be, wow, I was just in Green Bay. I can't believe my lifelong dream came true. Or if so we went to Green Bay first and then Chicago. If we had gone to Chicago first and then Green Bay, it would have been like, wow, I'm in Chicago, but my dream's coming true in days.
Gerbach looks for a receiver.
The best part of that trip was we landed in Chicago, drove a little north, spent the night in a hotel, and then went to Green Bay the next day. And I thought, I don't know why I thought, I thought we'd go by the stadium, the Lambeau Field, and just see it, because it's like, oh man, this is here's this cool moment. How long have I wanted to do this? 25 years. There's another interception. And I think my mom's driving. Maybe my brother's driving. I think it was my mom. And I'm like, we're driving and we're on the opposite side of the city, and you can see it in the distance. And I just go are we not going to the stadium today? And my mom kind of looks at me. He's like, oh, I thought we're going tomorrow. And I'm like, but we could go today. We could go see it today.
They're going to measure it.
2 of the most incredible days, though.
Chicago.
Going to see the game. It was fantastic. They won, which was nice. But they also played the most Packers-esque game that they could have played with Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback, where it's oh man, they got out to a 21-0 lead, and then the offense gets stagnant. They have 3 and outs. They try to be too cute, too much check out these sweet plays that we're going to run, and it's a lot of incompletions and when Green Bay's hot, they are hot. When they are cold, they are ice cold. And I feel like maybe it's just because I pay attention to them. I feel like those 2 severes or those 2 extremes. Wow, tipped and picked by Green Bay.
That interception was by Jones.
We have a defensive battle here. Most teams, hot, cold. I feel like a lot of teams are their hot side isn't that hot, but their cold side on the flip side maybe isn't that cold or whatever. Like if you're Tennessee, right? You're not flinging the ball all over the field, you know,
Man in motion.
doing all this stuff. You're like running the ball. So you're like a medium hot. And if you're cold, you're like a medium cold. You like can't get the running game going. Tannehill's not making throws, whatever. Green Bay's like, wow, look at these incredible catches, these great throws, blah, 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 blah. But when they're ice cold, which is what happens a lot,
Second down,
it's very quick
Packers.
3 and outs. It's ugly passes, bad passes, terrible plays. And they let teams back into games. That's why I tweeted out during the game against San Francisco, I was like, they're going to lose this game. That was it, like midway in the second quarter.
Incomplete.
This is the worst quarterback. How is this team 6-1-1? But they did that.
Third down, Packers.
They got a big lead, and then they just
throw it and throw it well.
weren't doing anything for a while. The defense came up with like a stop or two. I think they had an interception in the end zone,
Gerbach looks for a
and
receiver.
they let Minnesota back in the game,
Catches the ball.
and then they kind of had to pull it out of their behinds there at the end, and it's so frustrating to watch. And you saw that in the San Francisco game, where it's
Second
just
down of the day for Bowen.
they just go ice cold. Anyway, I
The
digress.
punt is in the air.
The next day, though, went to
Johnson
the
calls for a fair
went to the
catch.
stadium, went back to the stadium,
Makes the
did a
catch.
bus
That
tour,
punt covered
incredible. Did a
45
stadium
yards.
tour, incredible. It was awesome. We walked out of the tunnel that the Packers walk out of.
First down,
They explained
Bears.
about like the grass and stuff. They're like, do not touch the grass. Don't have anything to do with it. There's one thing I wish I could do. If I could either go again or do it over, it's that I would do a fake photo
Going to pass.
by the
Pass was
because
good
they're like,
for a gain of 3 yards.
we had like a really nice tour. It was like 5 of us or whatever. And when you go out on the field, they're like, hey, don't touch the grass. And then you see the wall for like the Lambeau
Second
leap. And they're like,
down,
we know you want to
Bears.
ask. No,
We played
you
one
you can't do
quarter
it.
and nothing's been
What I
resolved.
should have
We're
asked
still
was,
scoreless.
could I do a fake one? And like tried to prop myself against the wall for like a good Instagram photo of like, oof, tried the Lambeau leap, didn't work out. And it's all silly and funny.
Second
That's
and
the one
7 for
thing.
the Bears.
That's my regret.
It's second
I
down.
wish I would have done that. But it was cool. I don't understand why you would want to be in like a press box or like a VIP area.
Williams is the runner. He didn't get back to the
I don't
line
get
of
it.
scrimmage.
The
was
view
that
isn't
supposed to
great.
be?
Thomas is credited with the tackle.
You like, I don't know, just kind of isolated way up
Third
there.
down, Bears.
Be down in the muck with all the
Third and 9.
weirdos, you know?
Green, 43.
Third down and 9. This game is dragging on because Green Bay couldn't complete a pass if their lives
That
depended
play
upon it.
covered 9
He's going to get
yards
tackled
and was
past the
enough
first
for
down
first
marker.
down for the Bears.
And so that'll be
Moving the
a
chains,
fresh set of
priority
downs.
number 1 for the offense.
First down, Bears.
First and 10.
Green, 43.
Man in motion. It's a run. Williams found some running room. He picked up 6 yards. Surtain made
Second
the
down
tackle.
and
He
4.
brought him down at
Time
the
of possession
45.
surprisingly even.
About 4 minutes left in this half. Second down, Bears.
Second and 4.
Green, 43.
Williams runs it.
Ooh, nice
Good
run off the
execution
left side
on
there.
the
Stiff
play.
arm to
Was
Ghost.
enough for a first down.
The guys made
Well,
that
they'll get
play
into
look
Packers
easy.
territory. Down around the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
First down, Bears.
First and 10.
Red, 48.
Williams is looking for room.
Williams finds some room. Nice
It's a
spin
nice
move.
gain of 8 yards.
He'll get tackled. He'll
Surtain
be
wrapped
short of
him
the
up.
first down by about 2 yards. Actually, look closer until the commentator in my ear
Second
said
down, Bears.
8 yards.
Second and
It's a pass.
Throwing it deep down the field. Chicago is going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. Steve Smith. First reception of the day. Tim Couch with a nice throw.
That's his first touchdown catch of the day. That scoring drive covered 71 yards.
And a nice drive there by Chicago.
The offense lines up to kick the extra point. It's up. And it's good.
The kick was good.
Chicago is ready for the kickoff. The kickoff is in the air. Murphy has the ball and starts upfield.
All right, he's going to run left side, gets a nice little block there. He'll be up to the 25-yard line.
Nice return. It was a big risk, but he brought it out.
All right, let's see if the Green Bay offense can get anything going here because they have looked absolutely horrendous. Elvis Garbach played for the Baltimore Ravens around this time.
He's looking to throw. There's a marker on the field.
Going to get a holding penalty on Green Bay.
Against the offense.
So that'll set them back 10 yards, and it'll be first down and 20 from the 15. Halfway through the second quarter.
They're going from the shotgun on first down. There's a marker on the field.
We're going to get an offside, an encroachment.
Against the defense.
First down, Green Bay.
So first and 15.
Green
Pulled
Bay
them back
has
10 yards,
4
moved them
receivers.
ahead 5 yards. Just in time for good old Elvis to throw an interception.
Gerbach drops. He makes the catch.
Gerbach, that's what it is. I always want to put it like an A because it's like G-A-R. Gar, like that. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. This first half is taking so long.
Second and 10.
Gonna get a 2-minute warning here.
Here in the first half for the 2-minute warning. Second down.
Packers down 7 to the Bears.
Second down.
Gerbach is
Rolling
going to
out.
pass. Looks like
We might have a pass interference.
Call is pass interference against the defense.
Interesting. Interesting.
First and 10.
So it's first and 10 at the 33. Green Bay has made 8 yards. They started at the 25. They moved back to the 15. They moved ahead to the 20. Now they're up at the 33.
The pass went for a gain
There's
of
a nice
8
completion
yards.
right
The
there.
receiver
Second down
was
and
Jackson.
2 coming up.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Called by the visitors. 2 timeouts.
So Green Bay will
left
take a
for the
timeout.
Packers.
Inside 2 minutes to go here.
Second down, Packers.
Second and short.
4-man front for Chicago.
Plenty of time to work down the field, at least get a field goal.
Quarterback will throw.
He's going to throw it deep into double coverage. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. Mercifully incomplete if you're a Packers fan. The Bears made a good run at that ball, though. Got tipped way up in the air. Number 35, just not enough speed. And we see the Packers quarterback continue to struggle.
Packers.
It's third down and 2. If I were Green Bay, I would like to just see a run here.
Chicago deploys 4 linebackers.
That would be
One
good.
thing you'll notice is some huge holes to run the football.
Gerbach looks downfield.
He has all kinds of time. He's going to throw it deep down the field. It's going to be incomplete. Just run the ball for 2 yards. You have the worst quarterback of all time, apparently.
Packers.
Guy couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Today.
Got to save some of the other ones for later when he makes terrible decisions with the ball. I don't love the play call there. I would love to see just a 3rd and 2. It's a nice run play. But his stats have to be awful. We'll see if they pop up a little later in the game.
The drive begins at the 21.
1st and 10.
Red, 48.
Couch drops.
Rolling, throws deep down the field into triple coverage.
Johnson couldn't hold on to that
And
pass.
somehow they almost got a completion out of that. It looked like the defenders, we'll check out the replay here, went for the interception just a little early. A nice play there by Green Bay's defense to cause the incompletion. 1:22 left in the first half.
2nd down.
This game probably isn't taking much longer than any of the other games. It just feels like it because of the number of incompletions we've had. Fires out left, another incompletion. 3rd down and 10 coming up for Chicago.
3rd down, Bears.
Be interested to see.
Only one.
Man, I'm excited for potential for a season 2. I think it's going to be more interesting to look at.
Couch drops. It's a sack.
It's a
And
sack.
that's a loss
There you
of
go.
6 yards.
I love the way the defense got after the quarterback on that play. They were
The
all
comparisons
over.
between like who picks who.
4th down, Bears.
I guess the question would be,
He's
would it be
averaging
more
nearly
interesting
40
if the
yards per
rosters
kick
were all
today.
exactly the same, or if they were just different? Like which game values what different? You know?
Baker gets the kick
don't-
away. Mitchell calls
I think
for
the
a
more
fair catch.
scientific experiment would be to make sure that they have the same players and like watch the same games and go like, oh, how does this differentiate? How is this different between each
The 2nd quarter is nearly over. 1st down,
game?
Packers.
But I also feel like that's too much work. Let the computer do the work for me. I'm already riding their coattails enough here. Make them draft everybody.
Gerback will throw. The pass went for a
Short
gain of
completion
6
will be right
yards.
around
The receiver was
midfield.
Hurst.
See a timeout
called
here.
by the visitors. Green Bay still has 1 timeout left.
One timeout in their back pocket.
2nd down, Packers.
2nd and 4.
They're playing a 43 defense, which means 4 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers. If you're going to run the football, you got to be able to block the front 4.
Fires out to the
It's
left,
an incomplete
incomplete. How has this team won 6 games? It doesn't make sense.
3rd down, Packers.
3rd down.
35 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. I think this game is starting to take a
Gerback
little
is going
long.
to pass.
There's a wide open
The
receiver.
pass was complete to Hurst before he was tackled.
I don't think we're going to get through the second half in about 15
I like
minutes.
the way he threw that.
Usually this game's pretty reliable for like 45-minute games. I think this first half has taken about half an hour. It is taking so long.
1st down, Green Bay.
Green Bay with the clock ticking down. Comes to the line. Under 10 seconds to go. They're going to have to get a play off quick and then a timeout off even quicker. They're going to find a receiver down the seam. Touchdown Green Bay.
Gerback threw it.
Reggie
caught it,
Wayne
and the play went for
with a
43
touchdown catch.
yards.
And we're going to
Super
be
job by the offense.
extra
They
point
just
pending
worked the
tied
defense.
That's his first touchdown catch of the day. That scoring drive covered
as we go
57
into the
yards.
half. What a fascinating turn of events. Elvis Gerbach had played like absolute garbage.
The kicker
They put a
has
literal
come on for
dumpster on the
extra
field.
point attempt. The attempt is on its way.
It'll be
And
good.
it's good.
And, wow. What a turn of events.
Green Bay is
3
ready
seconds to
kick
go.
it deep.
This will end the half.
The kickoff is in the air. Milburn starts upfield.
Maybe that's a little something that gets Green Bay going more positively. Both of the offenses have struggled with the exception of with the two big plays. The touchdown to Steve Smith on the Bears, the touchdown to Reggie Wayne for Green Bay. Otherwise, it's been a quiet game. A lot of incompletions. Just a defensive break here and there that's led to a tie game. Not quite as lopsided time of possession-wise as I might have thought it would have been, but that's okay. Green Bay going to kick off to Chicago to start half number 2. They'll start the run back at about the 6 or 7-yard line, excuse me. Ran into that defender and just fell over.
The drive begins at the 31.
1st and 10.
We ain't here to take prisoners. Red 48.
What do the Bears have up their sleeves?
It's a pass. Tough break
An
for the
incomplete pass.
The ball was dropped.
He may have been
Shocker.
thinking about the hit, but that's no excuse. You got to catch the ball.
Second down.
These two quarterbacks may have actually been playing in the same division around this time. Gerbach for the Ravens, Tim Couch for the Browns. Quarterbacks with familiarity of each other's garbage games.
He gets a nice gain of 5 yards.
He's like, coaching staff, defensive staff, hey, I know this guy really well. And they're like, okay. Would you like my help?
Defense is probably going to drop
No,
in the zone coverage.
we're fine.
They're willing to concede the short gain.
We're okay. We don't need your help. You guys are both garbage.
The quarterback drops back to pass.
He had room if he wanted to run it, but a nice completion there will be a first down.
Now that's the kind of play an NFL receiver has got to make.
But he did. What? Tim Couch back in the huddle.
First down,
Chicago with a
Bears.
fresh set of downs from the 42-yard line.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Green, 43.
There's a marker on the field.
False start.
False start against the
Offense.
First down, Chicago.
1st and 15.
Couch. Couch. Don't play.
Green, 43.
There's a marker on the field.
Do we have another false start?
False start against the offense.
Wow.
First down, Chicago.
So 1st and 20 after 2 false start penalties.
1st and 20.
Red 48.
Man in motion. It's a run.
They'll hand it off, run to the left side, gain a few yards, but not a whole lot going there.
Second down, Bears.
2nd and 17. This is a good opportunity for Green Bay to get off the field. Chicago had a good little drive going, but 2 penalties put them in a hole. Green Bay almost went with or almost got an encroachment penalty. Instead, it's going to be about a 10-yard gain. It's going to set up a 3rd and very manageable.
The defense needs to do a better job of challenging these guys. They look scared out there.
They're like, oh no, our quarterback's terrible.
Down, Bears.
3rd and 5 after a 12-yard gain.
Green, 43.
Couch looks for a receiver.
Couch going to find a receiver, but tackled immediately by Green Bay. And that should force a punt. So they got close to midfield, almost into Packers territory, but a couple of false starts stopped that drive dead in its tracks. And it will be a Chicago punt after about half the quarter is used up for their drive. Return
Mitchell
from about
has
the
the ball and
13-yard
starts
line. A
upfield.
lot of blocks. Trying to get some room on the outside. Finds
Mitchell
a
returned the punt.
little
That
bit of a
return
seam.
was worth
Ran
21
into
yards.
coverage man. I can never remember for some reason what
A great
what
place
it's
to
called.
start a drive. It's first down at the 35. It's a pass.
Looking
He
over the
makes
middle,
catch.
finding a
Just a
receiver.
short gain on that completed pass.
2nd down and 6 coming up.
That's all you got, man?
2nd down, Packers.
2nd and 7.
Go back. We're going to get you. 3-5.
Gerback looks downfield.
Another nice completion over the middle. Way to hold on to that ball. It's going to be 3rd down and inches.
For their sake, I hope the offense doesn't overthink the play call here. They need to keep it simple and just move the chains.
3-5.
Green Bay, for some reason, trusting in their quarterback, and they can't get an easy completion out of the backfield. Absolute garbage right there. Terrible play call. 2nd time we have seen 3rd and very short,
4th and inches.
and they have elected to
Going
throw the
again.
ball with their
Over 40
terrible
yards per kick
quarterback.
today.
The score remains 7-7. Brett Favre now punting for the Packers.
Johnson starts upfield.
Johnson finds a little room on the outside. One man
That
will get him.
punt return was
And they'll be at
worth
about the
15 yards.
30-yard line. Nice return there for Chicago. And they'll set up 1st and 10 after Green Bay's 3 and out. Saw this in the last game. A team controlling the clock in the second half of the game, while the other team has 2 3 and outs,
1st down, Chicago.
and then a fumble in overtime, and then they lose it.
1st and 10.
I formation.
7-7.
Red 48.
Man in motion. The quarterback drops back to pass. The pressure.
Chicago
gets
had a
to
pretty
pass.
commanding
He
lead
is
in the
sacked.
series, the all-time series at this point in time. Though Green Bay, I'm sure, was making progress towards erasing it.
2nd down, Bears.
2nd and 11.
They weren't quite there yet. They don't lead for years at this point. A big run off the left or the right side, excuse me.
Excellent effort by the
We'll get up
Bears.
to about the 50,
Williams
depending
with
on
a
the spot,
lot harder
maybe
to
in
tackle than he
Packers
looked.
territory.
Number 38 made the stop.
Let's see.
How you like me now?
Green Bay,
First down,
Chicago
Chicago.
rivalry. They first met
1st and 10.
November 27th, 1921,
What you looking at?
and the Bears won 20-0.
Williams with the ball. He was able to get a small gain. Second down, Bears.
They didn't play a lot.
2nd and 6.
Oh, notable games and moments. Okay, never mind.
Dick, the defense has 6 DBs.
The
on
Bears
field.
won a
That
game
tells you that
61 to
their main
7.
concern is stopping the pass.
That's it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Second down, Bears.
2nd down.
Blue 16.
That play was shut down for a loss of 5 yards.
Terrific effort by the defense. They shut that one down.
Little made the tackle. He brought him down at the 49. 3rd down, Bears.
Let's see.
Green 43.
He's looking to throw.
Just a lot of notable
Johnson couldn't
games.
hold on to that pass.
Man, it's hard to go back to the huddle after you drop a pass.
4th down, Bears.
Green
This will be his 5th punt of this game.
2000s. So the Packers, oh, here, we can kind of add this up a little bit.
Gets the kick away.
The Bears won a lot of the decades early by, like, pretty lopsided margins.
There was no return. That was a touchback.
Oh, there was a touchback. Okay. So let's see. In the 60s, Green Bay, like, went 15-5, but the 70s and 80s, Green Bay wasn't very good.
20.
Though the 80s, surprisingly close at 11-7. So it's 22-16 over those two decades.
Down he goes. He lost 6 yards.
Green Bay has dominated the last 3 decades: 13-7, 12-8, 17-4, and they're 4-0 in this decade as well. So, oh, maybe the record. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So 2001. Season series.
There's a marker on the field.
So the Bears would have led by 11 games, or maybe 13 games.
Just under 4 minutes left in this game. 2nd down, Packers.
Yeah, so Chicago would have led 84-71 with 6 ties in the series at this point. That is a horrendous throw. What are you doing? That's a touchdown.
Touchdown Bears. Chicago.
Oh my God.
Love this 4th quarter. 2nd interception today.
A terrible throw. There's 5 defenders in that area. What is happening? But in the early, so after the 2000 season, which would have been leading into this season, the Bears would have led 84-71-6. Over the next 3 years, Green Bay goes 6-0 and closes that to 84-77-6.
The kick is up, and it's good.
The kick was good.
And by the end of the decade, by the end of 2009, it's 91-82-6.
We're waiting for the kickoff.
But then the big swing is
Vinatieri kicks the ball.
Is the 2010s, where
Murphy looks
Green Bay just dominates. 17-4.
The kickoff return covered 23 yards. Curtis.
And then the Packers lead the series for the first time in 2017. And that was the first lead that they had in the series since 1932.
First down, Packers.
They won. They win 8 games in a row. Again, wait, what? Oh, 8 straight games in Chicago. I apologize. In Chicago.
Hurst gets the ball.
So this is this would be kind of an interesting series to like keep track of, because we're not going to do like the whole thing or whatever, not all the way up to current times. But it's still, the Bears can cement their hold on this series.
Chicago.
14-7, a couple of disastrous turnovers late in this game.
They're going to throw. It's a sack.
They'll get a sack here. Sorry if I wasn't paying much attention to the game. Thankfully, shout out to whoever's doing the Wikipedia for this, making my life a lot easier.
2nd down, Bears.
2nd and 15.
The Bears line up in the I formation.
In the 2010s, the Bears don't win a single season series.
Williams has the ball.
The best they do is 1-1.
He picked up 8 yards.
They did that 4 times. Otherwise, Green Bay was 2-0.
Oh, man, did I hurt you like that?
And it looks like 2003 was when the stadium renovations start. So, or 2002.
Third down, Bears.
Bears home game played at Memorial Stadium in Champaign because of renovations being made to Soldier Field. So this will be the last time, maybe the only time we'll see this stadium architecture, which is a bummer to me because I actually really enjoy it. I think it looks great.
Great play by the defense.
Thomas made the stop.
So in real time, in real life,
Down, Bears.
Green Bay swept the season series.
The attempt is on its
That is
way.
wild. The field goal is good at the 2-minute warning. Adam Vinatieri putting 3 more on the board. Elvis Gerbach having just an absolutely horrendous game. Multiple interceptions to like the same player. What are you doing?
Green Bay is waiting for the kickoff.
17-7 the score here. So the interesting fact about this one, this
The
particular
kickoff is
season,
in the air.
the 2001 season, Green Bay wins the series 2-0, which is, interesting enough, kind of like on its own.
23
What are you
yards.
wrapped
A
up
lot of people overlook the importance of special teams, but it's 1/3 of the game. The kicking team got the upper hand on that play.
Finneran wrapped him up.
Hold on, I gotta thread a cord here.
First down, Green Bay.
Chicago went 13-3 that season overall, and 2 of those 3 losses were to Green Bay. That is a wild
Looking to
stat.
throw. Wayne couldn't
There's
hold
an
on to that
incomplete
pass.
pass.
It's hard to look
Green
at
Bay's
teammates
offense
in the
has
eye
looked
after you drop a
anemic
pass
throughout
like
this
that.
entire game. They had the one burst of good
Second down, Packers.
right before the half to get them on the board. But a terrible pick six and then a fumble that led to 3 points for the Bears has all but sealed this game for Chicago.
Gerback will pass.
Green Bay has a chance, but that's
That
2
pass was dropped by
catches
Jackson.
and drops.
believe he
Or 2
dropped
drops, I
that
should
ball?
say. They were in the hands of the receivers and they just could not come
Third
through.
down, Packers.
Third down.
Gerback will pass.
Fires out to
That
the
play ended
right
when
side.
Hilliard went out of bounds at the 25.
The short passing game isn't working too poorly for Green Bay. Problem is they don't have time for this. Oh, there's no A between the G and the R, so
4th and 6 for the Packers.
4th down and 6 coming up. They'll go for it.
No playing it safe here. They will go for it on 4th down. Gerback looks for a receiver. The Packers.
What an
roll the
awful
dice
play.
on 4th down, and it came up snake eyes. 5th tackle of
Wow,
this game
that was
now
terrible.
recorded by Gilden. First down, Chicago.
First and 10.
To kind of finish the thought.
Williams gets the ball.
Brett Favre's first season with the Packers, 92. After the win,
Timeout called
after
by
their win
visitors.
at
Green
Lambeau,
Bay
both of the
still
away
has 2
teams in
timeouts.
1992
Second
won the
down,
game.
Bears.
Packers 17-3 in Chicago, Bears 30-10 in Green Bay. The Bears matched the record for the biggest lead in their overall series with the Packers at 24
Williams clipped
games.
off a huge gain. He picked up 10 yards.
For the rest of that decade,
Look out.
Green Bay goes 2,
Timeout
4,
called
6,
by the
8,
visitors.
10,
Green
11,
Bay still
12,
has
and
one
2.
timeout left. First down, Bears.
12
First and goal.
and 2 to finish that that decade. So 80 to 57 to or 81, 58, and 6
recorded by Surtain. Timeout called by the visitors.
is
that was their final timeout.
is the record at that time.
Second
That's
and
not
goal.
24 games though.
It's second and goal.
Oh, I guess maybe it's okay. So it's just listed weird, where it's one home stadium and the other home stadium, but it's not contextualized for like when those games were. If that makes sense.
It's second
So if you
down.
flip those results,
It's second and goal.
jeez. They go, what, 13-2 after the biggest lead? So they make up by the end of it. They make up like 11 games, and it's 83-70 to 6.
Man, what a play. You know, that one's got the defensive guys all pumped up now.
Jones made the tackle.
It's really interesting because I don't know.
Left in this game. 3rd and goal. They're going to
Who
take their
else,
time
like,
before snapping the ball.
Let's see. What about, so like Packers? Like, is there like a section for rivalries?
Williams didn't find any running room. No gain.
Oh,
what about?
Yeah, the guys on D love that play.
This ball game is nearly over.
Red 48.
Vikings, Packers, sorry. Packers, Vikings.
The attempt is on its way. And it's good.
Yeah.
That scoring drive covered 15 yards.
I don't think this has been updated. Yeah, this hasn't been updated in 11 years. Last meeting, November 14th, 2011. Okay. It's not very helpful.
Vinatieri kicks the
Here we
ball.
go.
Mitchell has the ball and starts upfield.
This one's more... actually, Packers... I said that correctly, okay. I thought I said it incorrectly. Packers-Vikings a lot closer than I thought it would be. Packers lead 64-56 to 3.
That's the end of the 4th quarter. The final score, 20-7,
60s
Chicago.
makes sense. Green Bay would win. The 70s, Vikings dominate. It actually flips back and forth. 60s, 80s, Green Bay. 70s, 90s, which is a little surprising, Vikings. And then the Packers, and the 2010s, the Packers as well, with 2 ties. Season, so far through both of the seasons in the 2020s, 2-2. 2-2. Oof, an awful game. Look at that time of possession. Turnovers, 4 turnovers for Green Bay. They had 97 total yards. A lot of it on that one.
NFL fever again.
Touchdown pass right before. Right before the half. So, not great. Not great at all for Green Bay. They lose 20-7. So we use that time to educate ourselves on the history of the rivalry between the Packers and the Bears. That game took so flippin' long, but we're gonna jump in to Titans Ravens here. Oops, I bumped the control stick. Titans Ravens, our 4th and final game today. We have not seen the Ravens, we have not seen the Titans since week number 1. And we have a 4-4 team in the home team, Tennessee, taking on the 5-4 Baltimore Ravens. Here's a series that's pretty lopsided. Lions, Packers, 105-73-7. Green Bay leading by a comfortable 32 games.
All the tools that define great defenders. I like his mental toughness and team attitude as much as his speed and reaction.
We'll move on from that for the moment.
Opponents to sleep.
And
then they slack off a bit, and he hits them for the big one.
Have some fun here with our final game of the day.
When these two teams last played, but this is a whole nother day. Past results don't mean a thing right now.
What if these two teams played in the previous
this one's going to be fun to watch.
time that
We've got a
the Titans have been on?
Here.
Okay, Ron, thanks. Looks like
it was
the
Dolphins at
Captains
Titans.
are ready
Okay.
for the coin toss.
It was weird that he was talking about the past results don't mean anything. So the first time we've seen the Titans in 9 weeks, they are 4-4.
He called heads. It is heads. Baltimore
There are football games that are out there with the Tennessee Oilers, as they use that for a couple of seasons before they did like the full rebrand. The thing that really sucks is that the owners seem like kind of pieces of garbage, which isn't surprising. They're like super rich pieces of garbage. But they are holding on to the old Oilers uniforms, and they like never use them, and they won't like let Houston use them, even though it was the Houston Oilers. But whatever. It's a bummer. We do get the. I wonder when's that new helmet rule kick in.
He drops back to pass. He caught it. Outstanding play by
Let's
the
see.
offense. That pass picked up 21 yards.
Alternate helmets actually beginning this year. Ooh, exciting.
Here's a look at the offensive
Mark
starters for
Brunell
the
playing
Ravens.
for the Ravens. Eric Moulds, I believe that's Peerless Price. Jamal Anderson. It's a good offense for the Ravens. So we should see some alternate helmets this year. You've always been able to use them in like Maddens and stuff like that, but the NFL has taken them away because of safety concerns, which is weird because they also like came out and were like, yeah, concussions they're not real. There's no brain damage through football.
Crockett with the ball.
So
He found room to
pick a
run.
lane.
He picked up
Do you care
5
about
yards.
people's safety or
Here are the defensive
no?
starters for Tennessee.
I don't believe you do. Also, there was people didn't really talk about. Maybe they did. I don't know. Cooper Kupp got destroyed in the end zone on a play towards the end of the
Second
Super
and
Bowl that was
5.
called a penalty, or a penalty was called. Actually, 2 penalties were called on that play, and they offset. So they just redid the down. Cooper Kupp got off the field
He's going to throw it.
slowly
Incomplete.
and absolutely should have been looked at by an independent neurologist, but no one came out and looked at him. So he just stayed in the game.
Third down, Ravens.
Third down and 5. 3:27 to go here, so it looks like we'll be getting some alternate helmets here
Ravens set up in the
in
shotgun.
2022. The NFL previously permitted teams only one set of helmets for safety
They're going to
reasons.
throw.
The thought process followed that it was safer for a player to be fitted with one helmet properly than to be shifting in and out of different headgear that it couldn't be certain was safe. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Fourth down, Ravens.
In 2018, the NFL expanded the uniform policy to allow for more jersey options per club, but kept the one helmet rule, which restricted some clubs' options.
The kick is
I do
away.
think that a team that's done a really nice job with different helmet designs has actually been Chicago. They one time, I think they had like 5 different
There was
uniforms,
no
and they had
return.
different helmet
That was a
designs for them
touchback.
because they just restriped
offense
the
for the
same
Titans.
helmet. They took their like navy blue base, and then they just put different stickers on it, and it gave a different look to it. But like the helmets that you're really missing are like the old Patriots helmets, the Houston Oilers helmets,
The drive begins
those
at
are the
the
two
20.
the two of the most different helmets. You could go Tampa Bay as well, with the creamsicle jerseys. Could go with those.
Green is
But
the
those
runner.
are two of the more
Some
drastic
running room.
changes, are the
5
Patriots
yards.
red with the white and the
And
Pat
here
the
are the
Patriot on them,
defensive starters for
and the
Baltimore.
powder blue Houston Oilers. So we'll see if maybe those make a return. I hope that they do. Yeah, it'd be.
It's second
Ooh.
down. They'll snap it at the 25.
I think we'll see a lot of the old
No
ones.
backs.
We'll see if the Eagles bring back their Kelly Greens, which seems kind of. I don't know if dumb is the right word, but it
Gracie will pass.
would make way more sense for the Patriots to bring back their classic uniforms rather than the Eagles to bring back uniforms that just have a different color. Like it's just a lighter green.
Third
It looks
down,
better, though.
Titans.
It looks
Offense
way
has to
better.
be thinking about throwing the football,
It's a better, more
but the
vibrant,
defense
more interesting
expects this.
green.
That
The
gives
one they have
defense
now
the
is just
upper
kind
hand.
of a. Bleh.
Man in motion.
They still have one of the great
Gracie will
helmet
pass.
designs, though.
Tough break for the quarterback. That ball was dropped.
There's no excuse for dropping.
Denver could bring back their Orange Crush uniforms with the blue base
Fourth
and a
down,
logo that
Titans.
maybe it's just kind of like nostalgia or whatever.
Titans are going
But
to put the ball away.
I do like the D with the horse coming through it. I like that logo.
The kick
Denver's
is
uniforms
away.
I have not liked since they changed them.
Moles
they
looks for running room.
they're not great.
That
Oh
punt
my
return
goodness,
covers
what was
22
that
yards.
tackle?
The
Eric
return man
Moulds,
was
you all right there,
that
buddy?
The offense
One
gotta
return,
start off
22
with really
yards.
good
The
field
Ravens
position.
have the ball back. I remember
First down, Baltimore.
they even had an AFL anniversary pack for like Madden 11? Madden
Brunel looks
10?
downfield.
Oh, a big bomb from Brunel for
Moles
the
caught it.
touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore. That scoring strike was caught by
Eric
Moulds. And the
Moulds.
play went
He's
for
returning punts. He's catching
49
touchdown
yards.
passes.
Moulds
He's doing it
made one
all
catch
for
and fired
the
up whole
Ravens.
team.
That's his first
And
touchdown.
a nice
catch of
throw
the
there
day.
from Jacksonville Jaguars, Mark Brunel.
It looks like the offense will
Yeah, I think
kick the
that's
extra
what it
point.
was. It was
The kick's away.
I want to say it was
And the
Madden
kick
11.
is
It's the
good.
only Madden game that has more than 1,000 gamer score because they threw an extra 150 on with that pack. But I don't think you can
We're
get it
waiting for
anymore.
the
And I think
kickoff
even if you
by
could,
the
I don't think the achievements are attainable. So
The kickoff is in the
a lot
air.
of the Madden games have achievements that are
Smith
unobtainable.
starts upfield.
But the new one, the new Madden game, is on Game Pass. Oh, got some room up the right side.
He brought the kickoff
That is a
back
great
41
return there
yards.
for Paul Smith.
Defense
41
can't
yards.
like the way that kick turned
He'll get it
out.
right
They've
about
gotta defend a short
back
field now.
to about the 40-yard line. He may actually have it at the 41.
First down, Titans.
Teams must inform the league office of their intent to use an alternate helmet in 2022 by no later than July 31st, 2021.
Reese looks downfield.
I don't know if there's any
Green
sort
picked
of
up 3 yards.
like
Just keep bringing it. Just keep bringing
I
it.
don't know if there would be any
Second down, Titans.
sort of
Just
like
under
update
2
on that
minutes
because
left
I don't
in
think
this
they would
quarter.
want to talk about it. Teams like the Buccaneers have eschewed their old creamsicle throwbacks because of the helmet, because the helmets clash.
He's going to
Similar
throw
with
it.
the Eagles and their old Kelly
Smith
Green.
catches the
Patriots could
ball.
bring back Pat
They
Patriot.
are going to measure for the first down.
First down by the nose of the
First
football,
down, Titans.
and so on. Expect most teams to take advantage of the new rule on some level. I would, Seattle would be a good candidate for it with the blue that they have.
He's going to
That
throw
one
it.
definitely is a
Conwell makes the catch.
nice thing to
Nice
look
work by
at,
the
especially
quarterback
like this
and the
game has
receiver.
it because they
play
did the
went 19 yards.
like the
Now
next
that was a
season
classic
should be the redesign, rebrand of the new stadium, kind of all fit together. I could be wrong about the new stadium.
First down,
um,
Tennessee.
Actually,
First and 10.
Step outside the pocket and your hips are mine.
oh, you can go on a stadium tour for Seattle.
Reese looks for a receiver.
Might be.
The
could be
pass
kind
is
of interesting.
complete to Alexander.
Never
He picked up
been to
6
what is
yards.
now called Lumen Field. I've walked by it. I went to a concert right next to it. Opened July 28th,
4 seconds remain in
2002.
the first period. Second down,
Oh, okay.
Titans.
Second and 4.
All right.
Man in motion.
So I think that all actually lined up very well for Seattle because they're going to they'll get a new conference, new division, new uniforms, new stadium, kind of all tied together. So they abandoned what we've seen in this game earlier in the year, the little brighter blues with the silver helmet and the similar logo, but not quite as like they went in and redesigned it. They're like, we need to make it look fiercer and angrier.
It's a pass.
Otherwise, it's just like a bird.
Catches the ball.
Like, okay.
A short
All right.
gain on that
I
pass to
guess.
Smith.
But that would be a good one for a bring back, or throwback, I should say.
That's the end of
Throwback
the first
uniform.
period.
I'm sure you can buy
The first quarter is over.
the old ones. I know you can buy a Steve Largent for sure. It's probably Steve Largent, Cortez Kennedy. I would guess would be the main
3rd and 11 for
the main
Tennessee.
draws there. But it'd be cool to see, Russell Wilson in the
They are
older
going
uniforms.
From the shotgun on 3rd down.
But I don't think we have any sort of update.
Greasy will throw. Pass was swatted down.
Back a Baltimore.
9 uniforms they could return under the policy. The first one that they
Fourth
list
down,
is the creamsicles.
Titans line up for
Pat
an
Patriot,
apparent field goal
Kelly
attempt.
Green Eagles. The Broncos could switch out for their nicer blue. That field goal is the kick is good. 47. So 47 is the absolute limit for where he is going.
Tennessee will
Seahawks.
put the ball in play.
Oh, Atlanta could go they could do red.
Number 4 kicks the ball. Moles looks for running room.
And the
kickoff
Bills could
return
go back. I
covered
didn't realize their
15
helmets were so
yards.
different. Bills have white helmets now. They could go back to their old red. Okay. Yeah. Cowboys don't have to do anything.
The drive begins.
Give me a white
at the
Bengals helmet.
33.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
First and 10.
Absolutely. God. That is the one thing about their color rush uniforms that kind of sucks for the Bengals is that they have an orange helmet. Everything else is like black and white.
He picked up
And just
10
like, oh,
yards.
come on.
That was a
Come
fine
on.
effort there.
Anyway, we are in the second quarter of this game. Hey, let me know
First down, Ravens.
what uniform you would like to see, what throwback uniform you would like to see in 2022.
Man in motion.
Let me know down in the comments below.
Crockett has the ball. That was
I personally have a
gain
soft spot. I love the
fullback.
creamsicle because they're kind of they're hard on the eyes. They're so bold and brash.
Second
I
down,
love it.
Ravens.
I do really like the Pat the Patriot design. I like that helmet. I'm not wild about the red jersey color, but whatever. But I've always liked that helmet.
It's a run.
And then
Anderson
third
is
in
pulled
this,
down for
you
a
know,
loss.
growing up in the
That play
Pacific
didn't help the
Northwest,
offense very
watched a
much.
lot of
Stop
Seahawks
was
games where they
5
wore
minutes.
that blue with the silver helmet. That would be neat to see. Honorable mention would go to the Houston Oilers,
Third down, Ravens.
but it's an honorable mention because they wouldn't be playing in the correct city.
Looks like a passing set for Baltimore.
Green, 43. Hut, 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 hut.
Brunell
Mark
is
Brunell.
going to pass.
Going
He
over
makes
the
the
middle.
catch.
That route still looks weird. He was very clearly running in a totally different direction, turned on a dime, and with all the momentum was still able to catch up to that ball.
Fourth down, Ravens.
4th and 3, so it wasn't enough to get the first down.
4th and 3.
The Ravens had that nice touchdown earlier, but since
The
it's
kick
been,
is away.
I assume, pretty stagnant,
Webster looks for running room.
Webster has a lot of room up this left side. He's going to get a couple of nice
Webster returned
blocks,
that punt.
shove
He
a man
gained
down.
26 yards.
And Jason Webster had a nice little return there. 26 yards on the return.
About 3 minutes left in this half. It's first down at the 36.
Red, 22.
Man in motion.
Kick out to the right side. Nice spin move. He's going to
Green
get
found
tackled
room
by
to
the
run. He picked
shoestrings.
up 8 yards.
Tumble
Lewis
forward
made the
for
tackle.
an
He
8-yard
brought him
gain.
down at the
Second down and
45.
2 coming up.
Second down, Titans.
Second and short.
After the game, we'll get you caught up on all the scores and the standings around the league.
It's a run.
And we'll be set for next week, week 11.
There was no gain.
They were all over that play.
Waiting
Tackled
for
by
the game
Brown.
to maybe kick in with a playoff picture.
3rd and inches.
But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen.
3rd and inches.
Hey, Greasy, we gonna fall on you like a ton of bread.
He's looking to
Greasy
throw.
drops back to pass, finds
is
the
incomplete.
receiver, but he drops it off his hands. Almost got picked off. And the Titans will
4th and inches.
punt the ball back on 4th and inches.
Second
Don't love
punt
the
of
pass
day
plays
for
there.
Bennett.
It's fine on 2nd down.
The
But on
punt is in
3rd
the air.
down, you'd love to see just a run there. And the punting game, not great.
There was no return. That
2
was a
minutes to go
touchdown.
here in
Officials
the first
have
half.
stopped the clock for
And
the
we'll see
2-minute
Jacksonville
warning.
take over from the 20-yard line. I say Jacksonville, I meant
First down,
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Sorry, thinking about Mark Brunell.
A single running back on this play.
Red 48.
He
Looking,
drops
looking.
back to pass.
Fires short. That was a dangerous throw as the defender ran right in front of the receiver. Kind of just got like compared to right in the face.
2nd down, Ravens.
2nd down.
No back set for
It
the
is
Ravens.
currently 15 degrees according to my phone, but
16.
feels like it's 2.
Brunell will throw.
Wild. It's a nice find on the outside.
pass
Nice
is
turn to
complete
go up the
It
field.
covered
I was
11
worried that he was
yards.
going to run
That
out of
first
bounds
down
with his
allows
momentum.
the offense to keep
We
the
see that a
defense
lot with
right
those
where it
kinds of
wants,
patterns.
on the field.
But a
Backlund
nice
is
run.
credited with the
Ran
tackle.
into the defender. Gave him a little bit of a push, but got the first down.
1st down, Ravens.
Under a minute and a half to go.
1st and 10.
Brunel, don't worry, you won't feel a thing. Blue 16.
They're going to throw.
That's a nice find. He's going to go up the sideline. He might get caught by the shoelaces. Another shoestring tackle by the Tennessee Titans defense. Did look like both of those defenders were going to catch up to him eventually. But a big play for the Ravens, and they are deep in Titans territory. Up
Baltimore
by
will go
4.
from the I formation.
probably on the fringe of field goal range. We saw the 47-yard field goal barely make it.
Brunell found an open man,
going to be a
and it
catch?
was good for a gain of 11 yards.
11-yard gain will set up a 1st and 10 from the 16
Mere seconds
and
remain
stop
in
the
first
clock.
half. 1st down, Baltimore.
Everything going right for Baltimore here on this drive towards the end of the second quarter. There you go. Saved it. Did it. Good job.
Brunell looks for a receiver.
Fires.
He's in
Touchdown.
the end zone.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens. The pass play went for 15 yards.
That was a great play. Just a great play.
Two receivers right
That
in the
scoring
same area.
drive
All
covered 80
passes.
yards.
80-yard drive to go up 14-3. Oh, extra point pending. 13-3. Right before
It looks
the
like the
half.
offense will kick the extra point. It's in the air, and it's good.
The kick was good.
We're waiting for the kickoff by Baltimore.
40 seconds to go.
The kickoff is in the air.
This is a deep kick. Not
That's
even
a
going to be
touchback.
returnable
The ball
off
will
the
be brought out
goalpost.
to the 20-yard
Give that
line.
man a point.
What a sweet kick.
No one has ever said that before. What a sweet
It's first
kick.
down.
1st and 10.
Tennessee lines up in the I formation.
Red 22.
Reese looks for a receiver.
Receive.
He gets sacked. He went down at the 11.
Oh, that did not go well for him.
Here come the
My
blade.
goodness.
Timeout called by the home team. Tennessee still has 2 timeouts. 2nd down, Titans.
2nd and 19.
Tennessee is going with 1 running back.
Blue 17.
Reese is
Reese
going to
dropping
pass.
back, throwing it deep. It's going to be
Fumble. Recovered by the defense.
Intercepted, then fumbled, and still recovered. What a bizarre play. 6 for 10 for 12 yards. Has the interception, I think. I don't know. That was an incredibly weird play. He got picked, got hit, fumbled the ball, and still Baltimore came away with it. And has time, and has a timeout or two that they can use.
Down, Baltimore.
19 seconds. They have all 3 of their timeouts. I don't know why that tripped me up so much. I kind of forgot where I was looking. 3-2-2, 3-3-2. Brunell dropping back, firing.
He makes the catch.
He's going to run up the sideline, stepped out of bounds. He'll be short of the line to gain, but
Second and inches. The Ravens
second and
line up
inches.
for an
They're going to kick a field goal here.
attempt.
Don't love this. Don't love this at all.
It's up. It's good.
There were 14 seconds to go.
Field goal was good from 30.
And what? They had 3 timeouts? Hello, video game? Maybe they're like, you know what? If we give the ball back, we'll just get another interception and throw a touchdown. 17-3 our score
Tennessee is
heading
back
into the
deep
half.
to receive the kick.
Maybe.
Gramatica gets his foot into the
I mean, that's at
ball.
least a shot into the end zone.
Jordan has the ball and starts upfield.
And you could even afford to get a
He
sack
got the
there. Like,
kickoff back 20 yards.
you have so many options for what you can do.
First down, Titans.
First and 10.
Hey, Greasy. We're going to get you.
Greasy will throw. Sweet work by Green. That pass play covered 13 yards.
That's a
Timeout?
momentum builder for the offense.
Timeout called by the home team. Tennessee still has 1 timeout left. First down, Tennessee.
1 second to go. I don't think we've really seen much in the way of a Hail
Tennessee
Mary.
has a man lined up in the slot. Man in motion. Greasy looks for a receiver.
Oh, that's going to be... Oh, it's as close as we're going to be, or close as we're going to see to that. And usually that kind of separation leads to positive things for the offense in terms, or as far as a touchdown is concerned. But nice closing speed for the Baltimore defender, and that will mean that it is a 17-3 halftime lead for Baltimore. That team. Even time of possession, 180 total yards of offense for Baltimore
We're waiting for the kickoff
compared
by
to
the
Tennessee's, which would have looked a lot worse without that final 40-ish yard play. I think they had 87 yards, so you're talking about before the big bomb, 47 yards of total offense. Tennessee going to get the ball first here. How big would that touchdown have been if they could have converted? They could have very easily tied, well, not easily, but had a shot to tie this game, cut the lead down to 4.
The drive begins at the 23.
But it didn't work out that way.
First and 10.
So Tennessee will begin with the ball at the 24-yard line. First down and 10.
Greasy looks downfield.
And immediately intercepted. Okay.
That interception
All
was by
right.
Glenn.
That is about as bad of a start as you can have.
That's not how it works. There are no do-overs in this league.
First pick in this game for Glenn.
Now that's how you help your team.
First down, Baltimore.
First and 10.
Blue, 16.
Man in motion. They're going to throw. He makes the catch.
Nice find on the
Brunell
left side.
completed that
Short,
pass. The play
short,
covered 6
complete
yards.
pass there.
Second down, Ravens.
Second and 4.
Red, 48.
Man in motion. Anderson has the ball.
Anderson can't quite get the first down, so it'll be should be third down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Third down and 2. Titans
Third and inches.
looking for a big stop here. Their logo looks a little weird in this game, I'm realizing. The tail end of it looks a little short. Maybe it's just gotten longer as the years have gone on. I think they'll give him the first down here. He had a much bigger hole one step to his left that he could have accelerated through and made that an easy conversion. Instead, they bring out the chains, still give him the first down regardless.
It's a run. Anderson is brought down for a loss.
Give the defense credit for covering the play well.
Boyd made the tackle. Second down, Ravens.
Second and 12.
Red 48.
Dropping back to pass. Wow. Oh.
The clock's
What
been
kind of
stopped
penalty do we
because
have
there's a
here?
Pass interference.
That is going to be a pass interference. Interesting. Interesting. Usually they're pretty well timed on the defensive side, but that's going to give the Baltimore Ravens a free first down. 3:02 remaining here in the third quarter. Thought it might have been a hold. That's usually what we see.
Catches the ball. Baltimore will get credit for a completed pass, but they did not gain any yardage on the play.
Okay. Somebody tipped it. Molds dove for it and caught that ball. For no reason.
Second down.
So it'll be
Ravens.
second down and 10. Weird play.
Baltimore lines up in I formation.
That's an offset
Man
eye,
in
but all
motion.
right.
Brunell looks for a receiver.
Oh, you gotta catch that. Oh, that was in his hands and he dropped it. Like maybe the Tennessee Titans logo has just gotten longer on the tail
Third
end
down,
than
Ravens.
2001, 2002.
Green
43.
Brunell will pass. That play might be called back. There's a marker on the field.
It'll be a holding. I would assume that they would
Not much there on that pass.
fourth
play.
and 8,
Fourth
so we might get a
down.
field goal here.
16.
Not a very good
It's up.
just shot on the
And
side.
the kick is good.
That
Yeah,
was a
it
nice
definitely is
play.
longer. It
Now they
definitely
gotta keep
wraps
on the
more
lead.
toward the
Remember,
back.
There's still time left in this one.
The
That
back
scoring
side of the
drive
helmet
covered
than it
14 yards.
than it does in this game. Interesting.
We're waiting for the kickoff by the Ravens. The kickoff is in the air. That kick will
That'll
not
be
be
well
returned.
out of
It's a
bounds.
touchback. That kick covered 70 yards.
By the way, the kick
What a
up and
booming
good.
kick.
The drive begins at
20
the
to
20.
3
First and 10.
for 20 to 3 lead for the Baltimore Ravens. First down and 10 halfway through this third quarter.
Reese looks for a receiver.
Fire to the left. You
The
don't like
pass
to
is
see
complete
that.
to Conwell.
Running to his right, back
11
across his
yards.
body over the
The
field.
defense needs to start getting in the quarterback's face.
Over the
He's
middle
not
of the field.
nearly
I mean,
as accurate
all the way to
as he's
the
running for
other
his life.
sideline for Greasy on that one, but works out in his
down,
favor this time
Tennessee.
around.
First
And with
and
2
10.
minutes to go, Tennessee has a fresh set of downs. See if they can get anything going on offense to maybe close this gap. They've only given up field goals on their last couple of possessions. Granted, one of them was a
First down, Titans.
bizarre choice by the Baltimore Ravens to kick at that point in the game. Almost came back to bite them because they gave Tennessee enough time to at least
Reese
get
looks
a
downfield.
reasonable shot at a
Huge pickup
Hail
on the Titans.
Mary-esque
That
play.
was a gain of 10 yards.
Green has got that kind of scary speed.
Second down, Titans.
2nd and 5.
Passing formation.
Brad, 22. Hut, 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 hut.
They're going to throw. Not much there on that pass
Nice
play.
catch. Season time of possession. Okay. 8 hours.
Third down, Titans.
3rd and 2 from the 40.
3rd and short.
At least they are completing passes.
Brad, 88.
Reese looks for a receiver.
There's a nice play
covered
right
8
there.
yards. That
12 for
was enough
17,
for
breaking
a
that
first down
100-yard
for Tennessee.
Man, that was a
barrier.
nice
I
hookup.
think he'll be
Reese
charged with an
just went
interception,
over
even though it was
100
fumbled.
yards passing
What a
in this
bizarre
game.
play.
First down, Titans.
1st and 10.
You better have eyes in the back of your head. Brad, 88.
Reese looks downfield.
Nice
The
throw.
pass was
Nice
caught
find
by
over the
Green.
middle.
It was a gain of 6 yards.
Bringing like
The
directly
stop was
into
by
a
Scott.
defender there. Not the best idea in the world, but still got the completion and got the job done.
The third quarter is over.
That'll do it for quarter number 3. 17-point lead with 5 to go in the game. Though Tennessee is moving the ball and they're right about midfield. Pretty even time of possession.
Second down, Titans.
The Ravens still dominating the yards.
2nd and 4.
They're actually past midfield. I apologize. We're in
He drops back to pass.
in Ravens territory. Another nice
Pass
find,
was good
short
for a
gain.
short gain.
Baltimore's defense very willing to just let them complete those passes down the field. No problem for them.
3rd and inches.
3rd and inches.
He's looking to throw.
Oh, a
It's
nice
dropped.
play by the
An
Baltimore
incomplete
Ravens
pass.
He
defense.
must have taken his eyes off that one.
Drove him back by about 4 yards. Oh, actually, it's going to be an incomplete pass. I apologize.
Fourth and inches.
4th and inches.
No playing it safe here. They will go for it on 4th down.
Blue, 17.
4th down and inches here. They're going to run it. They'll get it by quite a large margin. Going to be a huge benefit to the Titans that they had an incomplete pass on 3rd down that would have lost them 4 yards. So they at least had the option to go for it on 4th and inches and run that quarterback sneak.
1st and 10.
They are taking quite a bit of time to get things going here offensively. Play action pass, wide open receiver. That'll be a pretty good gain, about a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and 3.
In this game now, recorded by Russell.
I'll tell you one thing. They need to find a way to get him blocked.
2nd down, Titans.
2nd and 3.
They're going to throw.
Nice
He's got
find
it.
again.
Nice work by the quarterback and the receiver. The play went 12 yards.
Scoring
Scott
chart,
made the
should they
tackle.
score
He
on this
brought him
drive.
down at the
Gonna look pretty
19.
interesting. They are. I mean, it is a 3-possession game at this point. There's going to be a lot of these short throws. 11
and
plays,
10, Tennessee.
61 yards.
1st and 10.
Give it up. Okay with
Reese looks downfield. Not much there on that pass play.
He fumbled the ball out of bounds. That was very weird. I don't know what. Why am I all itchy all of a sudden? It's annoying.
Just over 3 minutes left in this game. 2nd down, Titans.
2nd and 8.
Tennessee lines up in I formation.
Blue, 17.
Reese looks downfield.
Oh, that was a nice play. Getting a couple of their bigger plays on this drive as they get closer and closer to the end zone. I was trying to do the math. They're averaging only like a little over 5 yards a play per that last update as far as 11 plays, 61 yards.
First and goal.
So it is a lot of the shorter passes.
Reese's
going to find him in the end zone for a touchdown.
That's a touchdown for the Titans.
That drive ended exactly the way the offense wanted it. 6 points.
There, look at that.
That scoring
Look at
drive covered
that.
80 yards.
Just chunks of plays. They had a penalty early on, didn't let it affect them. Big 4th and inches conversion. Really big third down drop. You don't say that a lot in like a positive way for the offense, but a really big third down drop allowed them to go for it on 4th down. A good 2-point conversion, and we have a 22-11 game. I don't really know why you're going for 2.
Tennessee will put the ball in play.
You have a 9-point game.
Number 4 gets his foot into the
So
ball.
he didn't get his foot very far into the ball. They're going to get the ball at the 40, spin move closer to the 45. Wow.
Outstanding field position on first down for Baltimore. Big lineup. They've got 2 tight ends on the field.
Blue, 16.
It's a run.
Run it up the middle.
Anderson
We'll get
gets a
right
nice
to
gain of 6 yards.
first, right to midfield, I should say.
Second down, Ravens.
Second and 4.
Green, 43.
The officials have
2-minute
stopped the
warning.
clock for the 2-minute
2-minute warning.
Second down, Ravens.
Second down for Baltimore. Big long drive like that for Tennessee might not mean a whole lot. Baltimore can just run this clock out. Little float pass incomplete. Third down and 3 coming up. Big third down.
Third down, Ravens.
They're down to 4.
Third down.
Okay. I count 3.
Red,
Yep.
48.
The game is wrong. No, it couldn't be me. It's the video game that's wrong. All kinds of time. Off the helmet, intercepted. What a bizarre play. He is still up. He's not been touched by another player, so that was still a live ball.
That's all right.
Tennessee.
First pick in this game for Killins.
Now that's how you help your team.
Could be making this interesting. That wasn't even really Mark Brunell's fault. It looked like it just hit the receiver
It's
directly in the
1st and
back
10.
of the head. Popped up and intercepted.
Red, 88.
Man in motion. Reese looks downfield.
Reese throwing it downfield into double coverage.
deflected.
Incomplete.
Second down, Titans.
Second down.
5 receivers on the field for the Titans.
Blue, 17.
Reese will pass.
Fires out to the
That pass
right.
was good for a
Short pass
gain.
caught at midfield.
Timeout called by the home team.
Titans
2
do not have
timeouts
time
left
for
Tennessee.
Stuff like this. They have to go big.
Third down, Titans.
Burned a timeout after a 3-yard gain. A minute and 34 seconds to go in the game.
Blue, 17.
How big was that tackle? There's a nice play by Tennessee.
A slick play for Tennessee.
That'll work
They
for
gain
them.
34 yards.
How big was that tackle at the end of the first half?
First down, Titans.
1st and 10.
You figure at that point, it's 17-10. You still tack on the respective points.
Field just wasn't big enough.
You have a 3-point game, so big tackle. A couple of times we've seen where it looks like the Titans receiver has enough space to maybe keep that momentum going. And that's what we see a lot in this game is 3 or 4 yards. That's the difference, and they're able to get into the end zone. Minimal problems. However, the Baltimore defense done a good job at making sure that they aren't getting those touchdowns. Nice closing speed for them.
Just keeps running by guys.
57 seconds to go here. 2 timeouts for Tennessee. It is 1st and goal. Reese throws, float pass over the middle, touchdown. Derek Alexander, 6 receptions, 107 yards. First touchdown of the day, averaging 17.8 yards. I love that little whoop.
That scoring drive covered 53 yards.
All right, what does Tennessee do here? There's no need for them to go for a 2-point conversion.
The offense lines up to
However, they have given themselves an opportunity to recover an onside kick and to kick a game-winning field goal.
And the kick is good.
But they don't have time with the fact that they only have 2 timeouts. They do not have time for
Tennessee will put the ball in play.
Whatever they're doing. Okay. All right, they're going to kick it deep. They only have 2 timeouts.
Number 4 gets his foot into the ball.
Their kicker is
Bowles
very
starts
bad.
upfield. That return was worth 16 yards. Mere seconds remain in this game. It's 1st down. Only 1 running back. Anderson gets the ball.
Anderson might have a 1st down here, and that'll end the game. It was a valiant comeback effort by Tennessee, mixed in with a little bit of a bizarre play call on the 2-point conversion attempt. So Tennessee is going to fall 20-18, as they might just be running out the clock here. They should be. One of the few times they've actually done good clock management in this game. They did that with 4 seconds left for no reason.
And this game is over. The final score 20-18.
Hey, but a pretty good finale to today's action.
Rod and I have picked a player of the
There's
game,
our
and we're giving our
Eric
Wilson
Moulds,
Game Ball
Wilson
to
Game Ball recipient, 3 for 91, averaged 30 yards of reception, and
Let's
had
take a
the
look at
1
the Taco
touchdown.
Bell
We might even be
highlight
looking at that
reel,
touchdown
spotlighting
right
key
now.
plays from this game.
It is Eric Moulds himself with the touchdown pass, or touchdown catch rather. Titans touchdown right there. Brunell, all kinds of time. Oh, it was off the Titans defender's helmet. And a beautiful diving interception for Tennessee. Actually outgained.
Well, this one is over. And on behalf of Ron and
Tennessee
myself,
outgained
thanks for
Baltimore
joining us. Be
just
sure
a little
to come
bit.
back real
Had
soon
more time of
and
possession.
play NFL
Only 15
Fever
yards on the
again.
ground, but 197 through the air. Each team with 1 turnover. And that's your ball game. I don't know why I did that. I hit the wrong button. I meant to just bring my microphone or my camera back on. Whoops. That is your week of games that we're going to watch. We'll simulate through all of these, and we'll get you up-to-date stats and scores for today's games. San Francisco 49ers don't have an invalid roster. Suckers. All right, starting at the top, the Patriots, winners at home over the Bills 28-21. We saw the Jaguars defeat the Bengals 35-14. We also saw the Buccaneers take out the Lions 9-6 in overtime. Cowboys all over the Falcons 23-11. Chiefs beating the Jets by 4 in New York 17-13. Colts win at home by 2 touchdowns 27-13. Another team at home scores 27 points, and this time it's the Browns over the Steelers 27-10. Saints beaten the 49ers by a large margin of 15 points, 22-7, kind of an odd score. Bears beat the Packers in just an ugly game for Green Bay. 4 turnovers. Gerbach, terrible quarterback. 20-7. We saw that one earlier today. Panthers, Rams. That's an NFC West matchup, believe it or not. 24-14 to the away team goes the victory. Broncos 36, Chargers 17 in an AFC West matchup. Giants beat the Cardinals 17-10. Vikings eke out a win over the Eagles 13-6. And the Raiders visit Seattle and beat the Seahawks 24-19. Obviously, 20-18 your final score of the day that you saw right here on youtube.com/Shawnosaurus Rex. Let's get this dynasty saved really quick, just in case. Wouldn't want anything bad to happen. Okay, succeeded. Fantastic. Standings wise, things are looking like this out in the AFC East. Cowboys in control at 6-3. The Eagles, the next team up at 2-5, and then 4-5, excuse me. And then we have 3 teams. Oh, the Cardinals are in the AFC East. Interesting. 3 teams with 2 wins. 2 of them 2-7. That's Washington and Arizona, or Phoenix. I think it's Arizona in this game. And then the New York Giants at the bottom at 2-8. AFC East a little bit tighter, 7-3. The Jets lead. The Bills and the Patriots right behind at 5-4. The difference is the Patriots have a tie, and that tie was against the Colts, who are 3-5. The Dolphins a lowly 2-7. NFC Central, the Bears take over first place with a 7-2 mark, thanks to a win against the Packers, who are 6-2-1. That tie came against the Bucs, who are in last place. But between those two teams are 5-4 Lions and 5-4 Vikings. The Bucs 4-4-1. The crowded AFC Central has probably the worst record in the game, with the Bengals at 1-8, which is unfortunate. You have the Steelers and the Titans at 4-5. The Ravens get a leg up on those Titans because that's a divisional matchup. They are 6-4, and they trail only the Jaguars and the Browns, who are both 6-3. NFC West, the ugliest division in this game because 4 of those teams are East. There's one West Coast team on this in this, but it doesn't matter. The Saints, number 1 at 7-2. The Rams, the 49ers, and the Falcons, all 4-5. And the Panthers down at 2-8. Last, but certainly not least, the Kansas City Chiefs lead the AFC West at 8-2. 6-3 are the Raiders in second. 6-4 are the Broncos in third. 5-4, Seattle. And then the Chargers in last place. Scroll on down here. I assume that, yes, the Bengals will have the worst record. And that is at 1-8. So there you go. Schedule. See if we can find some good games for next week. If you'd like to see what happens next week, you can tune in right here to youtube.com/Shawnosaurus Rex. Every Tuesday is when this series posts. So please scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell if you like what you see and you want to see more. I appreciate your viewership, your view time, your watch time. You spending time watching this video. That's what I'm trying to say. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye, and go sports.